Hello everyone, I am Taureor and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4 No Compromise, No Surrender DLC. It introduces some very big changes and fleshes out the focus trees of China, Japan and the Philippines. Also, there's more Chinas now. This video is sponsored by Paradox, thank you for that very much. You guys, if you want to get the DLC or at least check it out, go follow the link in the description below. It leads to Paradox's site, where you can buy Steam keys, and if you do, or use my promo code that you'll find there as well, I will get a bonus. The DLC releases today on the 20th of November, and if somehow you have not played Hearts of Iron 4 yet, the base game is free to play on Steam from the 20th to the 24th of November. Strap in and try it out for the weekend if you haven't already. You probably have. To do that, you need to go to the Steam page. I will leave a link for that as well. So far, I have enjoyed this DLC quite a lot, because I do enjoy playing around with China. Let's have a look, shall we? I'm in mode historical focuses China. Let's go. We start with a much larger army right now, although we don't really have equipment. Most of China gameplay is get guns. We're ruled by Chiang Kai-shek, of course. I've recently visited Taiwan and went to his mausoleum at the museum, and I really recommend it, it's quite interesting. But to the game, the focus tree, as you can see, is huge. It's geared for a long game. First, uniting and fixing your problems, and then fighting the world. We start with a bunch of negative modifiers, like for example the neglected countryside that really messes with our research, so we'll need to deal with those as well. Now, political focus tree, the most important part. Basically, it revolves around how much power you want to give to the army. You can end military primacy, effectively becoming a democratic government. And it is an interesting path, involving lots of diplomacy and dealing with other countries in China. It also has a very interesting focus. I will make another video about this. Shifting the balance is a focus that lets you join the United States in their faction. They now start with the faction. Also, there's a whole new revised faction system, but we'll get to that later. Now, the middle path, the Danguo, either with Chang or without him, is lots of faffing about and balancing everything in here. Basically a balancing act. And finally, there is giving more power to the army, which is essentially just the fascist path. And as it often goes with fascist paths, it is best for those who want to conquer stuff around them. It is also quite powerful. I will do this one for my first video as China, and I think I'll do the democratic one as well. Let me know if you'd like to see that. But now, strengthening our resolve. Political power, war support, and some fascism. Chiang Kai-shek will not survive the incidents coming, but oh well, it is a sacrifice we have to make. This focus is just grab the reins and bring everything into compliance by force. Let's do that. See, there's a lot of warlords in China, and many of them you can subjugate peacefully. You can also conquer them. And of course, there is the looming threat of a Japanese invasion. Let's handle our economy. Guns everywhere, and convoys. You can finish the cruiser if you manage that. There is now coal, a new resource that is needed for your industry to work. It can be a bit punishing. We do have some factories, so we can buy a little bit of coal from someone. Let's buy some from Shaanxi and steel from Guangdong. Research. We have penalties and only 2 slots. We can extend that to 4 slots later. So we're not going to be at the best when it comes to research. But we will have enough. And finally, factories. Let's build some infrastructure here so we get more steel and civilian industry. That is about it. We can unpause and speed up. And I suppose modify our army, because we have various templates, but we don't have guns for any of them. So let's switch almost everything to our smallest template. I should probably show the templates. This is just 4 infantry units. This is 6, and this one is 6 plus a bit of artillery. And finally, there's cavalry. Cavalry takes more equipment, so we can't afford that. I wish I could do irregulars, or, I don't know, people with bows. Strengthening our resolve is complete. Now let's do Revive the Western Hills group, which is going to activate some advisors for us. We need to turn fascist, and their support will help with that. We have growing communist support, but that will be handled on the way. Right, where was I? Yeah, switching templates. We do have a little bit of artillery, so I'm going to keep a few of these units that use artillery, not just a few. Let's separate you guys into armies. Now, we have quite a bunch of generals and field marshals. We can even make Falkenhausen a field marshal, and he will be very effective. However, he is a German and he can be recalled, although I might make him a field marshal and give him defensive doctrine for our upcoming conflict with the Japanese, which which will happen. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do when we get some command power. But first, you, the offensive guy, will lead us. Let's make him an aggressive assaulter. No, charismatic is better, I think. And exercise, please. We are getting a bit of fascist support from Chang himself, but it is not enough. Let's get the advisors. Now we have to watch out because some of these advisors will get disabled as time goes on. Like for example, this guy's very good, but when we turn fascist, we will lose him. Let's get the judicial Yuan president for political power and fascist support. Well, he was cheaper, and president of examination Yuan. Also for political power, stability, and fascist support. Next focus, we will outlaw opposition parties. This will increase fascism support and also give us some extra political power. We're not actually in a rush to turn fascist. I'm mostly doing this for political power because we could have waited a little bit with this. Maybe it would even be more efficient because the gain from advisors will decrease, but it is not a big deal. Opposition parties have been outlawed. Now we could get some war goals in the north, specifically on these three, Shaanxi, Bei, Shaha, and Shandong. We will attack Shaanxi, but not just yet. There's no need to rush this. Instead, we will move on to indifferent focus tree, specifically promote national currency. See, we have the neglected countryside that really hampers our research. We need to do extend compulsory education relatively early because it will gradually improve our research situation. The sooner we do this, the better. So, there we go. Oh, I have insufficient steel. Wait, I was buying steel. What happened? Maybe something changed. Oh, they can't deliver. Sure, I'll buy Soviet steel. Next up, extend compulsory education. As you can see, more education means less communist support, as it should be. We do have some political power. I could get another advisor, but at this point we will be better served by doing improved worker conditions. More stability, please. Because stability affects everything. The incident. Now, I think I have a good system for navigating these. If we do this, Chang will die. I need him still. If I'm understanding this correctly, if we choose we shall not fall for their lies, we will get a puppet out of this. We shall not fall for their lies. They collapse, and they become a warlord subject, and the other one does not become a subject. We get a mission growing impatience. But I've tested this a few times, and this never really amounted to anything. If they attack me, I'll just kill them. I forgot to select a focus. How late am I? How much time did I waste? I hope not much, because time is of the essence. God damn it. Well. Now, we can boost ourselves a little bit with this. If we send the urban students to the countryside, we will get 15 stability from it, and some research speed. Alternatively, we could do China Reborn for 10 stability. And China Reborn actually happens a bit faster, so let's do this one. Let's do Support Weapons 1, because we will be fighting soon. Oh yeah, and promote Falkenhausen, put him in as a general, and assign other generals as well. Start producing the better gun. I could attack people, but I'm still waiting for the Northeastern Army, which is a very interesting country here. Well, you basically play as an army, but that's material for a different video. Well, there's a few events I'm waiting for that should make us annex them peacefully. Now we'll do send the urban students of the countryside. 4% research speed, 15% stability, and some less communism. See, we're already decreasing communism. It's time to get another advisor. I'm going to assign Alexander von Falkenhausen so he can start giving us army experience daily. Let's also give him skills. I intend to use him as a defensive field marshal, so I'll give him defensive doctrine, logistics wizard, and charismatic. Oh right, and since we did the focus that deals with the neglected countryside, extend compulsory education, we are now getting this. Twice a year, we will get even less communism and more research speed. So we don't really have to worry about communist support. Now we can get another advisor. We do have a few options, a few interesting options, and we could even unlock more with the focuses here. But I think the best advisor we can get right now is already in the advisor pool, and that will be Zulu for 10% research speed. These bonuses do stack up quite nicely, and see, we're already in the positives. So, things are happening. See, Communist China got some territory from the Northeastern Army, and now an event should happen. Northeastern Army betrays Chiang Kai-shek, we get the war goal, we ignore the war goal, and now we should get another event. But it might still take a moment, so in the meantime, we could either get a spy agency from the focus, or do secure the Northern Front. I will get the spy agency, because I don't really have the industry to make one. Where's my invitation? Come on, where's the event? Oh, it's also going to affect communist support, so that will just be going down from now on. I need 40 fascist support to change governments, and soon we'll have that. Invitation from Zhang Xilang. We can go, or we can not go to the Northeastern Army. We will go. This is about discussing an alliance with the communists, which we will accept and then betray. And now with this, well, they kidnapped and killed Chiang Kai-shek, it seems, or they're about to, which means we can also annex them. We also formed a faction, and Sichuan clique here wants to join it. I welcome you. This opens up the new faction menu. Faction management is now different. You get goals, which, when you fulfill them, give you faction initiative. And faction initiative, I should have gone before accepting Sichuan. Maybe we would have completed something instantly. Oh well. Anyways, when you complete these, you get those star points, faction initiative, and you can spend them on changing your faction rules, like who you can kick and so on. Or, for example, get extra spies from them. So, short-term goal. More research or more troops? Appoint a spy master can wait a bit. Joint command structure. More units. Divisions in faction greater than 194. I can fulfill this by just deploying a few troops, so let's do this one. Fulfilling more is better because we'll get initiative. So let's create a new template of just one infantry for deployments. Call it small, give it a kitten icon, make it a reserve, and train. I don't remember how many, something like 40 or 50 should be enough. And deploy them in Nanjing. Prioritize. And Chiang Kai-shek has been killed, which is unfortunate, however, necessary for this path. We've formed a faction. We're now allied with these guys because they are puppets. I could even requisition forces from them, and the Sichuan clique and the Chinese Soviet Republic. This is very, very temporary. Also, we have taken over the troops from the Northeastern Army. Let's switch them to our default template and add them to our army group. It's time we start getting ready to fight some people. Who are we going to fight? Shaanxi. I'll just send 2 armies. Mostly you can get all the warlords to follow you peacefully in most cases, but we will actually benefit more from fighting them. Also, everybody be aggressive, please. Very, very aggressive. And with the communists on our side, we do have easy access. Oh, I got a war goal. On whom? Northeastern Army. No, they're not alive anymore. This will disappear. And we're now led by Dai Li. He was available as a spy master, so don't get him on this path because he will not be available. And you'll lose political power. We can press the Sichuan click here, these guys, to become our subjects. So don't do that. It's unnecessary. We got a Khan. We've empowered the Bureau. Now we have access to a couple focuses we need. Secure the northern front will be necessary to attack Shaanxi. This, second father of the nation, gives us a bunch of powerful bonuses, and the party unified will flip us to fascism. We're not in a rush, so we'll start with second father of the nation, because of its nice bonuses. It's on the way. Also, communism is being decreased. We do have some political power to spend, so let's get an infantry expert and invest in our industry a little bit. Oh, I forgot I could be upgrading my agency. Do I have enough factories to do that? I do, yes. Right, let's get our first spy and send her over to Japan. Also, I will stop the steel trade for now, just so I can upgrade my agency. Can we deploy these guys yet? Yes, we can. Deploy them? Well, we can deploy some. Ma Hushan requests aid. So it's this guy here, right? Yeah. He's fighting Xinjiang. I don't really care. I'm gonna conquer them both, so we cannot spare anything, sorry. Oh, and if you're looking for the faction window, it's here, right next to your country flag. We still need some more units. Competing machine ahead of time, but with a bonus. Let's keep upgrading the agency so we can have 2 spies. Hire the army regrouping expert, and the entrenchment specialist maybe. Should we do that one? Yeah, sure. It's just 50. It'll come in handy against the Japanese later on. Focus complete, second father of the nation. Now we could flip ideologies right now, but I think I want to declare war first. Let's secure the northern front. Now, out of these 3 war goals, I'm only going to use the one on Shaanxi, but I still need to use it. Wait, won't this one give me a war goal on Shaanxi as well? You know what, I haven't actually checked. It is possible that postpone the tutelage will give me a war goal on Shaanxi, which would make this a waste. I'm gonna check that. Let's cancel secure the northern front, do party unified instead, and then we'll do postpone the tutelage. Because this can be done before switching ideologies, but I am about to switch ideologies anyway. So if I get war goal on Shaanxi, that would be nice. Looking at the map and the icon here, it seems like I should. The Guangxi clique joins the Chinese United Front. You guys. Yes, I will accept them. I don't need to fight everybody. I would also accept Yunnan if they want to join. But the rest I should conquer. Keep upgrading the agency. Oh, did that fulfill my faction objective? Not yet. 3 more units, because their units also count for this, but they don't have enough. Deploy these, cancel the rest of training, and this should fulfill the objective. It does, which gave me the star here, and we can set a new one. Joint research practices. It will sort of make itself happen. Or we could do appoint a spy master and appoint ourselves. Let's do that. Also, make sure to set those goals, because your lesser faction members can also do that, and the AI will sort of swoop in and set the goals for you. I think after 2 weeks of inaction. Appoint a spy master. Now we go to this tab, and I need a bit more upgrades. 3 branch upgrades. I think I'm doing the third one. Piety Unified is complete. We are now fascist. And let's do postpone to tutelage and see. Oh yeah, Shaanxi is included in this. Nice. Well, that saves me some time. And this will be easy because we can use Communist China to help us with this. And then we can start attacking others. Let's do interrogation techniques in our spy agency. And now with 3 upgrades, we should be able to become the Spy Master. There we go. Costs me 1 star, but we also fulfill the goal and get the star back. Now let's do develop joint research practices. And being Spy Master gives me a slot. And if we become an Intel Advisor, that will give me another slot. Also, I can assign this guy. Oh, will I actually get his bonuses, even though I'm not employing him as a regular advisor? Let's see. I do get these bonuses. Nice. Very nice. Wait, did that get rid of any of the regular ones? No. So thanks to that, we essentially get an extra advisor slot. And I didn't even have to pay political power for him, I think. Japan is justifying on us. Well, yeah, the bridge incident, but let's just say we expect it. We could ban communism, but there's no need. Our communist influence is dropping. And see, with just a few faction shenanigans, we have access to 5 operatives, which will soon be 6. Go to Japan. Hindenburg incident, and we've bypassed secured the northern front. Yes, we've done postponed the tutelage. And now we have war goals on a bunch of people. I'm going to attack Shaanxi and call Communist China. We'll deal with them together. This will be easy. I mostly want access to surround Communist China, because yes, I intend to betray them. Let's also reject the 9 powers. 9 power treaty, consumer goods factory factor, resources to market, just for war goal time. And some countries will dislike us for it, but it is necessary. In the meantime, we joined the war? Yes, you have. And we got a free upgrade of cryptology department thanks to our intel thing in the faction. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I should get another operative as well. Let's do the radio interception group and start decrypting Japan. And we're invading Shaanxi. You essentially have to keep your troops on aggressive because they don't have guns, and without that they just won't move. Oh, I was buying coal from Shaanxi, which I forgot about. Can we get some from any of our subjects? Not really. Alright, Soviet coal it is. If you don't get enough coal, your factories will work worse, at a lower efficiency. Concentrated Industry 1, please. And how are we doing with that invasion of Shaanxi? Well enough. Go take the capital. More operatives. Now, I would get localized training, but we don't have 10 factories to pay for it. Also, we might want to start preparing collaboration governments. They do cost support equipment though, and we don't have that. But we will eventually. I suppose I will have to assign a factory or 2 to do support equipment just for these. It will be worth it eventually. It is expensive, especially because we have to pay for resources. Now, we could put an end to the Chinese Soviet Republic, but that will throw them out of the faction and give us a war goal, but it's not yet time for this. Instead, we shall reform the blue shirts. I'll need that to unlock Eternal Revolution later on. And these 2 we just ignore. Why? Because we're going to let the Japanese have them. Oh, you did not secure the front line and now you're cut off. That's a pity. Can we connect to you like this? That's a bit better. Enough agency upgrades for now. We don't have the industry for it anyway. It's going towards this operation. It's expensive, but it is worth it. Or will be, eventually. Marco Polo Bridge incident. A pivotal moment that could lead to war, but won't, because you can have the territory. I don't need it. This will just delay the confrontation with Japan, but we do need that delay. And they get some territory. I'm fine with that. It wasn't even mine. We have reformed the blue shirts. With that, we can do chapter in every village, which will empower our generals, among other things. I should actually spend my command power to get some more generals, because the new ones will also get this bonus, I think. So let's promote a bunch of people. That's it. And Shaanxi has capitulated. I'm of course going to annex everything, because it's my core territory, and factory's already looking a little bit better. Now, it's time for my coffee break, and then we betray the communists. Now, how are we going to betray China? I need to conquer them, but I also don't want to fight a long war, sieging their mountains. So what we're going to do is use the fact that we're in the same alliance and put them at war with these guys, while we come in from behind and destroy them. Let's disband these extra troops. Give me the guns back. It's not a lot of guns, but it's something. One army goes here, just so we don't lose the territory, but do not go into Communist China's territory, because then you can declare war. Another army will go here. I will extend the coverage once we start the war, or I'll just put half of them on this order. This is fine. These are basically meant to distract the Chinese Soviet Republic. I do intend to conquer them as well. Just, it's not the primary goal of this conflict. Although I do want their factories. It's not a lot, but every bit helps. Once we go after Xinjiang, that will be even more. Conquering these will double my factories, essentially. And there's also Communist China to consider. Now, I could delay this a little bit and see if they get any more factories out of this. But I don't think that is a good choice. I think we should just conquer them before they get strong and before they make it difficult. So, the remaining 3 armies go here. Also, we can now invest in a doctrine. We do have the mass assault selected, and we could switch that, but mass assault is actually pretty good for us. Doctrines have been reworked, and now we have to select a separate thing for infantry, a separate thing for artillery, and so on. Now for artillery, Great War Infantry works pretty well for us because it is reliant on defense. Similarly, defensive postures will help us with entrenchment, or we could also do large unit tactics. Actually, if you hover over this, remember to click this one. It will show you the sum of all the bonuses you acquire. You select one and then gradually it fills up with mastery. So with the defensive one, we get extra entrenchment, some organization, defense, and attack. With large unit tactics, we get entrenchment, recovery, combat with, attack and organization, and breakthrough. In my opinion, that's better. I wonder if irregulars would actually give me access to irregulars. I don't have a template that gives irregulars, so I don't think this can work for me. And the Great War Infantry is pretty good, but for us, the best is, in my opinion, a large unit tactics. So let's unlock it. Oh, it costs 100, but I can get an advisor. Jiang Baili will make it a bit cheaper. There we go. Large unit tactics. Unlock. When we get enough army experience, I'll also do something in operations. Now, get in position. Once you do, we will declare some wars, and then some more wars. Before we attack Communist China, I'd like to finish this. We probably will, yes. And select a new goal. There is a goal called Declare War on Communism, and we can also complete that when we attack them. Right. No troops in communist territory. Good. Now, let's paint orders for you guys, because I do want to actually conquer the people we're attacking and do activate them. I wish they would do industrial focuses so I can steal their territory. Now this is good about getting puppets, because then they will keep developing themselves with focuses. But on the other hand, the sooner I get these territories, the sooner I get their factories, and the sooner I can use them to produce guns to counter the Japanese invasion that is coming. Computing machine complete. Improved is very expensive, let's leave it for now. Instead do improved machine tools. Have we completed this yet? Is greater than 56, not equal. Right, so one more technology done by us or someone else in the faction. And it's done. Next one, declare war on communism. We'll attack Communist China and fulfill that too. We do have one faction initiative. We could bank it for now and change the rules of our faction. They're doing a theater. To be honest, I still don't know how these work exactly, but I think we can coordinate better with our allies when we fight the Japanese. But this is good if you have a big faction. I'm mostly using this faction just to take over countries. So with this, we can get extra spies. Do we need extra spies? Not necessarily, no. We have plenty. I am about to declare war on communism, so let's spend this 1 point on counterintelligence. One more spy. Right, let's declare war on you and call allies. Is Sichuan click in my faction? Oh, they are. I could attack from their territory as well. And you as well. Sorry, we need to get through the Xinjiang and conquer them. There's probably a way to optimize this just so we get the most factories out of them, but this should be good enough. Now, actually, I will stop this. I don't need to win this war. I just need them to draw the attention of the communists, so they're not defending their capital when we betray them in a moment. Well, this is 6 factories, pretty good for us. Now we put an end to Chinese Soviet Republic. In 70 days, they will be kicked out of our faction, and we will get a war goal on them immediately. But they are at war with their neighbor, so I'm expecting them to contribute soldiers to the front line. Could you please send your soldiers to the front line so I can kill you? Well, they are leaving some to defend themselves, unfortunately. What is this join wars? Yeah, sure, join. Did I not call you to every war? I think I did. Maybe I didn't call everyone. Okay, I suppose you guys can start attacking. Unfortunately, Communist China has left some garrisons in their capital, which is bad for me, but, well, at least it's not all of their troops. France and Britain announce alliance, and we get a new spy. That's 6 spies by now. Let's send them here. Yeah, that's right. And we're still preparing the collaboration government because of lack of support equipment. That's fine, we have time. Should I add extra factories for this? Yeah, I'll add 2 extras. We will get them from Communist China soon, probably. We only have 9 factories. 9 is significant when we only have 30. Let's do construction because we have a big bonus to it. Exhaust yourself against my enemies. Yes, do that. Elite and stuff, thank you very much. We have quite a lot of political power. I'm going to ask the Guangxi clique to become my puppet. There we go. It costs some faction influence, and generally you have to watch out for this, but they're the only one we're going to subjugate in that way. Because Sichuan will get an event that will let me annex them, and there's also Yunnan, but I might rather just annex them by attacking. I'll see in a moment. Put an end to Chinese Soviet Republic. This has kicked them out of the faction. They're still at war, and now I have a war goal. There is no truce, so we can attack them immediately. Now, what do we do next? I do want the new Middle Kingdom, because this will give me 15% attack and defense against Japan, and that's going to be quite a lot. We need to get to that, but we still have a lot of time before they attack. So perhaps it will be better to do the 3-year plan and try and get more research slots. Then again, 74 factories is a long way off, or we could do Military Affairs Commission and try to decrease our penalties for the army and maybe get salvage enemy equipment, which will lead to getting Japanese guns when they attack me, and guns are something we need quite desperately. If we do this relatively quickly, I could still annex Tibet before we start fighting. I'm not going to attack someone like Mongolia because they're in the Comintern, but Tibet is not in a faction. So I guess we'll do Eternal Revolution, then bring the wayward back into the fold, attack Tibet, and then prepare to fight the Japanese. If we do this, we can spend political power to get some extra units of militia. Could be helpful, but not that important. And again, these decisions are actually quite good because, see, it's here. You do local chapters, like this. Set up a local chapter, and it gives us extra entrenchment and supplies, which will be quite important when we're defending ourselves from a Japanese attack. Alright, let's do militarize, and I'll spend some political power to fortify the areas later on. And again, I do have the political power now, so there's no need to wait, unless we want to switch to war economy. Yeah, you know what? We're fascists. Let's switch to war economy. This will help us quite a bit. Oh, right, and immediately declare war on Communist China before they can reorganize themselves. And also call all allies. Declare war, attack. And their capital, I don't have a vision of their capital anymore, but I will try and pin their units in place as quickly as possible and rush their capital. We cannot afford to wait, because if they dig themselves in, this is going to take a long time, and we don't want that. We want an instant victory. Pin them in place and invade. Can you do that for me, please? Do not let them retreat home. Yes, we attacked. Some of our generals have switched side. Nothing important, and there was no communist infiltration. We're at war with everybody now. Impose naval blockade. They don't seem to like us very much. And we can select a new goal. Declare war on democracy. We're not going to do that. Expand armored forces. No. Expand the faction. Probably not. Organize resistance. Guerrilla activities. Maybe. There's nothing good here anymore. I guess I could do fortifications, because with a bit of research and a little bit of industry, you can fulfill this goal if we need the extra point for some reason. I guess I could do armor battalions. This is going to be... they don't need to be equipped or anything. This is going to be quite easy and give me 50 army experience. Yeah, sure, I'll do this. I don't actually need to do anything. Do we have any template that has armor? Or can we create a template that has armor? Yeah, we can. Alright then, we're going to cheat in this a little bit. And I do have a point. Let's use it to get yet another spy. Oh, don't I get a spy from this? I do. See? 7 spies. Excellent. Can we invade you before you create a defense? There is someone here, but there's just one guy. So hopefully they cannot create a proper defense, and we'll have an easy time crushing them while they're weak. Oh! They got extra units. How did you get extra units? They did not retreat. Must be some decision. Or maybe they were in training. Doesn't really matter. They will soon be surrounded. Maybe. We've decrypted Japan. I suppose I could try and decrypt you guys. How long would that take? 311 days. That's a bit much. Although, we could do machine-assisted decryption. That will help me with Japan later. Yeah, let's do machine-assisted decryption. And actually send one spy over. Someone's retreating. Oh, you got my agent. Well, that was quick. Oh no, it wasn't the one. It was one in Japan. Yeah, sure. Let's get him out. Okay, so we have good numbers here. But they're actually cycling units between their provinces. Maybe I was a few days late with ordering the attack. Might be that. Maybe I should have attacked them a bit sooner. Still, we should succeed relatively soon. They are doing last stand, so it might take a little bit of time. Here you go. I saw a second spy. Death of Liu Shang. And see, with this, we can just peacefully annex the Sichuan clique, which we will. There we go. Excellent. More factories. 51. Extend these orders. And we did get extra units, which I could just throw to the front lines. Let's do that. And maybe just disband the rest. Yeah, give me the infantry equipment. Oh, they're moving out. Good. Maybe I can cut them off in a moment. Never mind. Well, this did not go as smoothly as I hoped it would. At least we'll get a lot of army experience out of it. Don't stop attacking. Well, they are spread out rather thin, so just a few moments longer, it should be fine. We've done militarize. What is next for us? Alternative rooted in tradition. Can we bypass that? Yeah. If we kill the Chinese Soviet Republic, this will be bypassed, so let's not waste our time on it. Instead, can we get our next research slot yet? No. So we need to wait for the neglected countryside to be taken care of. Instead, I will invest in my armed forces. Military Affairs Commission. How are you guys doing? Oh, just one guy left. Come on, retreat. Well, Japan blockades me. That's not very nice, is it? I could also request troops from my subjects, and I probably should have done that for the attack on Communist China. But we're almost done with it anyway. And this way, we will get more army experience. Ah, done. Surrender. It's mine. It's all mine. Excellent. Now let's finish these guys off, then invade Xinjiang and Tibet. We can use a field marshal level order now that Communist China no longer exists. Also, let's switch you all to this template. There we go. We've bypassed the focus, good. There's still Yunnan. I could invade them, or I could wait for them to ask to join my faction, which they might do. They only have 8 or 9 factories. That's still significant for me. I think I will invade them. Agent has been captured. Rescue. And spy on Japan more. I need all the intel you've got. How's that, club government? Oh, we completed one with 30%. That's good enough. The price grows, but it will be worth it in the end. Maybe I am being a bit too hasty with the coalition government. We could do that while we're defending from them, but I don't want to risk not having it ready in time. I should also infiltrate their army. I do have enough agents to do all these things. Army infiltration setup. And you guys go and defeat the warlords. How many factories do they have now? That's just 4. Wait. Oh, because I already control some of them. So they each only have 4 because I took some territory. And they already count as mine because it's core. Improved infantry equipment, please. Let's do the integration efforts. They don't cost much, and if I annex them, that'll be extra factories. And set up a chapter here. I want to do them all along the Japanese border. Starting the Eternal Revolution gives me faster supply hub construction. Maybe I should delay this a bit, so I can actually build the supply hubs. Although I guess I can start building those now. Sure, let's do Eternal Revolution. And supply hubs. Do I need more supply hubs? I do need more supply hubs, yes. And some railways. I definitely need one here-ish. Maybe here. I should probably get another one here, or will this be sufficient? Might not be sufficient. Let's get one over here. Oh, I don't really have factories because they're all on spy missions. That's fine. Oh, also, I don't need to buy coal anymore because Communist China had lots. Which is a good thing because I don't have factories anyway. Alright, let's finish off the warlords, attack Xinjiang and Tibet, and possibly Yunnan. We still have a year and a bit before we have to defend ourselves from Japan. Japan is thoroughly infiltrated. Where's my entrenchment guy? Did he get killed or something? Oh, I didn't check. He was probably a communist, and he defected when I attacked. What a waste. Well, he was just 50 political power. I should also do monopolize resource extraction, because it unlocks a very cool company. Give me more coal and steel. Well, anyway, we're dealing with the warlords for now. There goes one. Extend the order and keep attacking. Still conflicted about Yunnan. Gangsu Ma is taken care of. Let's declare on Xinjiang. And now we can extend our front line there. I wasn't prepared, but neither were they. So whoever gets to the front line first wins. And do we do Yunnan or do we not do Yunnan? I think we should do Yunnan after we're done with this Qinghai Ma. More local chapters. Set one here. And we can expand this one, which will give us 5% attack as well. But it costs another 50 political power. I'm not sure I want this. Just one might be best. Also, we'll get extra units from them when we go to war. Oh, right. And we can also take these decisions to change the conquered warlords into field marshals. Let's just do the basic chapters, because the basic ones give us the bonus we want the most. Oh, and we have enough army experience to select something in operations. Now, there are a few good options here. Desperate defense basically gives you lots and lots of manpower, which would be nice for us. Some defense, some entrenchment, some soft attack, and a lot of manpower. In comparison, Grand Assault gives us relatively little, not worth it, compared to Desperate Defense. Guerrilla War is interesting because you get extra political power and stability from it, and war support. Not something we particularly need. I would rather just make my army stronger, but it is an interesting option. And finally, you could do mission type tactics. Mission type tactics is interesting because it gives us a flat bonus to organization, not a percentage one, a flat one, and a very, very big bonus, 35 in total. So while Desperate Defense is actually very tempting, I want to see this in action, mission type tactics. Let's check our template. Right now, we have 60 organization on this one, and if we select one actually in combat, 57 modified by corruption in the armed forces. This will go up by quite a lot. I'm actually going with mission type tactics for the organization and the recovery rate, which should help with the defense quite a lot. So let's unlock this and check our organization actually, because that should have changed immediately. See, our average organization for our infantry unit has gone from 60 to 75 base. I think that's pretty good. Also, boost infantry more. Alright, we've decrypted Japan and we're not doing anything. I guess work on the Soviet Union, just so we have something to do. Let's do passive defense. And switch to... should we switch to limited conscription? We don't need that just yet. That is another country surrendering. Excellent. Take everything. Up to 68 factories by now. What I will do now is take half of you and send them over to deal with Yunnan, who has not offered to be our subject just yet. Better declare yourself a puppet quick. I'm sorry, I just need the factories. With Eternal Revolution done, we have a bonus to building supply depots for a while, so let's prioritize them. I think these should suffice. Maybe I should do one more in the north, and these I just need to connect properly. Everything will be fine. Build. Next focus. These all give me war goals. I don't really need these war goals, except for Tibet. What I do need is this bonus, 15% to attack and defense against Japan. Bring Wayward back into the fold. And I think I have cores on Tibet, like here. We're having some supply troubles in Xinjiang. There are no supply hubs here. That's a bit of an issue. We want to remedy that, or will we be fine? I think we'll be fine. We can just conquer one of theirs, I think. Come on, fight. It'll be okay. You, Yunnan, you better surrender quick. Second collab government is ready to be launched. Let's launch it and rescue a captured operative. Yeah, Xinjiang will be okay. Let's declare on Yunnan and call our puppets. I know, we should be working together, but if they wanted that, they should have been my puppet. Also, extend the front line a little, and maybe detach some of you to go to Tibet. Not too many, like you guys. Maybe a few more. This'll do. Wait, did I do something wrong? Just 7 divisions. No, it should be more. 17, that's more like it. It's time for the better guns. They are ahead of time, yes, but it's going to be very much worth it. The Hong Kong ultimatum. The Japanese want to take Hong Kong from me. Yeah, you can have it. Why? Because it doesn't really matter. We'll get it back anyway. Sorry, I said Hong Kong. Yeah, I meant Shanghai. I'm sorry. Hong Kong's down here. It doesn't really matter that they have it. I'm just going to reconquer it quickly. I might even build something there, we'll see. And that gives me an extra year to prepare for their invasion. We'll make good use of that. I probably should be using puppet units for this. Improve work conditions. And a new chapter over here. Bring the Wayward back into the fold, which gives us war goals on people we can't attack, with the exception of Tibet, who we can attack. Yes, I know I'm attacking everybody and I'm fighting on all fronts, which I usually advise against, but this is also meant to maximize army experience and do a lot of stuff at the same time. Retake the coastal cities. I don't actually want to retake the coastal cities at this point. Maybe later. Extra recovery rate. Nice. What I want is the 15% attack and defense bonus. Cipher for the Soviets decrypted. Not that I'm going to need it, most likely, but yeah, it's good to have it, I guess. Let's do Germany next. Oh, no, we're re-decrypting the Japanese. Stick to that. We still have a lot of army experience available. We could do state serves the military and make conscription laws cheaper, but political power is not really a problem for us. We could give our infantry some more experience, or reduce attrition. And I think this will serve us the best. Living of the land. As for the last one, organization should not be a problem thanks to the doctrines, although it could help, but perhaps stacking high organization will be good for us. So let's do this one. Reclaim what was lost. I need more civilian factories. I can't buy enough steel, even though I am buying from my puppets because of all the operations. Perhaps I shouldn't have attacked them all at once, but that helps with my mastery, and that will help with the Japanese. Because here I can afford to not do super well. With the Japanese, I cannot. Every bit of territory lost will make resisting them more difficult. So reorganize this a bit. Go to level. Logistics wizard, please. And you can become what? Regrouping and infantry. We do have both specialties covered. Yes, I'd love some of these, please. A local chapter here, securing the entirety of the border. What's the supply situation? Not great. I still think we can push through. Just rush their capital. I don't really want to build supply hubs here. They're expensive. Hey, we're up to 76 factories. New Middle Kingdom. This will give us 15% attack and defense. Make this guy an infantry expert. Make this guy also an infantry expert. And he can get a role. What role would that be? Infantry? No, we already have one. Altai. My grandfather was sent here for owning land when the Soviets took Poland. Well, not all of Poland. And he was a very small child, but his family owned land, so, they were evil according to the communists. Well, not specifically to Altai, I think. Somewhere around here. I don't know exactly. I should ask him. It was Altaiski Krai, so I'm guessing it's somewhere around here. Let's build some infrastructure. Here. Get some coal and steel. Hey, soft attack and organization. Nice. Also, I should build railways to the supply hubs that I made. There's also rivers, but I don't trust rivers. I crave the certainty of steel. Connected quite a lot of stuff. Good. Shouldn't Xinjiang be surrendering by now? They don't really have much left. There we go. Annexation, of course. Welcome to China. And that just leaves Tibet. Why are you not moving? You are moving, just not where you're supposed to. I wish there was like a super extremely very, very aggressive stance where they would just walk forward if they can. Even more organization. Yay. Let's have a look. What's your organization? 90. That's pretty good for infantry. The base was 60. I got 10 from this, and 15 from this. So we're almost doubling the organization of our infantry with these. Also, we have the new Middle Kingdom thing. Now what's next? Still have the neglected countryside and can do this one. Bypass the 3-year plan, because we're at war and we can do that. I should make some major countries like me. I don't think they like me after all these conquests. Let's see, Britain doesn't like me. Germany likes me. United States doesn't really like me. This is going to be a problem. I should have done a different focus before attacking all these people. Specifically, this, foreign acquisition, to buy old ships from them. Now that they don't like me, they might not want to trade. We'll see. I'll improve relations and then do this. Foreign financiers. First, protracted warfare. Improved competing machine, please. Ahead of time, but boosts everything. And let's finish off the bet. Go around to the victory point. Same for you. Hey, 89 factories. I think we can actually get enough guns for everybody soon. Sell me your steel. Concentrated at 3. Oh, someone set up develop Chinese metals for me. Did I do that? I don't think I did that. Oh, that's fine though. Keep attacking, whatever happens. And there goes the bet. We annex everything, and that's it. Now we have a few months to prepare for a Japanese attack. They should attack around August, and I think we're set up quite well to resist that. Alright, I had a break and thought it over a bit. It is now time for us to fight the Japanese. They will attack us in a couple of months. But first, let's make sure in the occupied territories we're using cavalry. This is just pure cavalry. And I'll do local police force or civilian oversight. I guess local police force is fine. Now, actually, let's do civilian oversight for faster compliance growth. It's mostly just Tibet. And then pause. Wait, I'm getting 40% with 0 compliance. Did that change somehow? Well, anyway, how are we doing with guns? We have insufficient guns as usual, but that is not going to stop us from succeeding. We now have a large industry, and also, did I forget to put this into production? No, I think we just finished it recently. Let's start producing the better guns and get some steel for them. Switch field marshals. I want to use Falkenhausen because I gave him the defensive traits. What are my chapter decisions? Did I mess something up? I might have messed something up. Does it only work during war? I don't get it. No, the chapter is still here, I just can't make new ones for some reason. Well, anyway, you guys go secure the Japanese border. And I will also requisition all the troops from my puppets. How many does that make? 43 units. That's pretty nice. I will actually assign them to the front lines. Mostly. Get in position and exercise. I will need more troops. You guys will take over Shanghai with our field marshal. You guys will handle the ports, but I'm going to need way more for that. I do have the manpower, I do have the industry. What I don't have is guns on hand. But 58 per day is not that bad. And we can lower the autonomy of this guy. Guangxi click. Does it mean I can get more steel from you? No, we just don't have enough. But I can do it cheaper. Right, almost done with the supplies everywhere. Exercise up. And I need to train up some more troops. Defense in depth. I still have 3 or 4 months before they attack me, probably. I've also seen the fact that when the World War II starts, when Poland gets attacked, they would sometimes just withdraw troops from this area. Which might mean that I should push towards the river. Actually, most of these provinces are good to defend, but maybe I should pull back, you know, to rivers and such. No, I think we should be strong enough to just defend ourselves. Integrate more. Deploy some troops. Switch them to the default small template. Send them to God stuff. Let's do... I doubt I will be able to afford artillery properly. And field engineering essentially requires you to have engineer companies on everything. Although it is pretty good. I guess we'll do fire concentration. I do have a bit of artillery in some of my units. More guns, please. I don't actually need to defend puppet territory if Japan doesn't attack them directly. How's the supply? Pretty good. I have the cipher, I have tons of spies everywhere. I think we are as well prepared as we can be. New goal. Maintain control of coastline. What else can we get? Research, construction, industrial expansion. I guess we'll do an industry then. I do have a couple of stars. What can I spend them on? What if I add a theater? Will this actually help me? Select a commander. See, I don't know if he'll be detached from my armies or not. Okay, you know what? I don't actually know how this works yet. I will just focus on what I'm doing, because I'm directly taking control of all their troops anyway, so it doesn't matter. And send all that equipment to the front lines. Now I'm hoping to capture a lot of Japanese equipment with this focus here, salvage enemy equipment. Can we do that in time? Maybe. Relocate factories. We won't be needing to actually do that. Italy joins the Axis. Yeah, it took me a bit too long to conquer everybody, so we didn't have enough time to make good use of their factories and actually make enough guns. Or maybe it's because I spent too much time doing coalition governments, and it consumed the civilian industry that I had and did not let me buy steel for my factories. Salvage enemy equipment, and let's switch to limited conscription for now. I could attack them now, there's no enemies here, none whatsoever, but then I would be in an offensive war, and we don't want to be in an offensive war. Although I will paint an attack order, just in case they leave this all vulnerable. Then maybe I'll proceed and stand on the river or something like that. Or just push towards, yeah, that would be nice if we could do that. Although I doubt we'll be able to. See, the AI sometimes gets confused. Might be because it's a pre-release version, I don't know. Ah! They declared war. They did declare war, and there's nobody here for some reason. Maybe the AI got confused because this is not technically Japan's territory, and they released it as a puppet, as a reformed government of China. I am going to make use of this. I'm going to take advantage. See, in most of my test runs, they attacked me about this time, but in most, they also held this territory and actually had troops here. The fact that they don't is very advantageous to me. Now, I am in a defensive war. I can just declare war on their puppet, which I will do right now. activate my attack order, activate my Japanese cipher, and grab Shanghai. I will also push very hard to get towards Beiping, if I can. Alright, these guys are not involved. Mongol United Autonomous Government. Do I want them to be involved? Maybe I could... See, I actually invested in entrenchment in these areas a bit, but there's some good areas here as well. The shorter the front line, the better for me, because I can stack lots of troops on top of each other. I will just move forward. Wait, and stop exercising. That was a mistake. Just move forward. A little bit of micro is necessary here, and I am sort of leaving a safe area with mountains and extra, you know, the local chapters that gave me fortifications. But maybe we can get a better position. Let's slow the game down a bit as we do this. Once you do your moves, I will then send you all here. I could also push towards Qingdao, and I probably should. Them not controlling ports is very good for me. Attacking Shanghai, as it should be. Let's extend these as well. Now, if I can put my defensive line, because I can't just push them out. Japan just got confused when they released their puppets, and they're going to bring the troops back any moment now. But if I can push forward enough to secure a shorter front line, that will be very good. As you can see, they're just not here at the moment. They've called Great Manchuria, which is these guys here, salmon colored. The Mongol United Autonomous something is still not in the war. I got lucky. I've seen this happen before, so I was ready for the eventuality. Basically, Japan's AI gets confused when they release puppets sometimes. But as you can see, they're already bringing in reinforcements. So this is a very brief window I can take advantage of. We can... Wonderful. I have capitulated their Chinese puppet, which transferred a lot of territory to me. They might change this in the release version, because this is such a bizarre thing to happen, isn't it? But it is also a very random bug. I've played this scenario like 10 times, and I've only seen it 2 or 3 times. So I got lucky, I guess. But that's good. That's good. We can now fortify ourselves here. Should I try and push further until we get resistance? Because the Japanese army is right now coming to kick my ass. And they will if I'm not properly fortified. Yay! Enables must charge. More soft attack. Go on. You have your manual orders. Get as far as you can before they mount a defense. And if they don't mount a defense, get everything. Now, my original plan was to not accept the surrender. Essentially, alright, if you don't know, if you push them out of the mainland, there's an event where you can peace out and annex everything except Korea. Alternatively, we can keep going and try to win the whole war and take all of Japan. That was my original plan. However, that would require waiting for them to fight others like the United States, because I just can't handle their navy. How's the cipher? Still going on? Still going on. Alright, that's great. What if I just try and rush Korea? I doubt I'll be able to do that, but hey, why not? We can always try. And if they're... oh, see, they're mounting a resistance. I think I can still take this province, maybe the other one as well, but I should start setting up a defensive line, maybe here, because there's a river and mountains. Why? Well, because their army is just better than ours. They just didn't have it here. We will need some time to build our army up. Oh, good mastery. I should spend my political power. I don't really have a good advisor to choose from. We'll have to train those. Now, we could wait for this National Resource Commission. Alternatively, I could get Shanghai power. That's 18 coal. I'm not actually buying coal, so this is fine. Give me more steel. What we can do, though, is utilize domestic film industry. Our base war support is high, but let's make it even higher in case they bomb us or something. The war for our existence. We could do industrial evacuations, but we don't need to. Well, I suppose I could do industrial evacuations from the state that we might not keep control of. Just 2 factories. Well, no, the evacuations make sense if you're in a defensive position. We are actually still in an offensive position. Try and take more territory. Maybe we can capitulate this puppet as well. Our troops are not bad, just not as good as the Japanese, but we've got momentum and we've got a lot of them. If we can set up a defense here, that'll be a forest at the Great Wall and also a river. Let's keep pushing for a little bit longer. Capture the French operative. What are the French doing here? Let's get a boost here. I have so much political power that I might actually want to use these. I don't normally do it because political power is more valuable than the boost. But I'll actually do it. Are we fine with the garrisons? So far, yes. And we do have that extra army in reserve. So if we want to set up a defense here, which is looking like a good choice, we should probably try and take Tangshan. And once we take this bit, which we're about to do, we'll attack them from the other side as well. Alright, got this. Meanwhile, Soviet Union attacks Finland, and I think I'm about to capitulate the Mongol puppet. Poland refuses a German ultimatum. In my last test game, Japan only attacked me after Germany attacked Poland. Maybe that's why they pulled their troops back when reorganizing. I think I just got lucky with them releasing the puppet at the wrong moment. Right, try and take Tangshan, and the rest of you can reorganize, because we're not really pushing further than this. I don't think. At least not right now. What are the losses? We only lost 20,000 and then they lost 5, so a lot of territory changed hands, but there was not actually that much combat yet. Can you get me Tangshan, please? Yes, you can. Okay, this is a good defensible position. We have a river crossing. Let's just reinforce this properly. This will be a bit painful because these are... oh, they're forests. I thought they were mountains. And that's not too bad then. Decrypt Japan again. As you can see, our offensive has stalled. Might be a good moment to just stop attacking, but I'm still hopeful I can push through here with minimal losses and set up on the riverbank. Although it is not necessary. Maybe we should just stay where we are. I'm really happy with how far we managed to push. Although it was a lucky break. Infantry expert. I don't think we can push through much further. Maybe here, because they're attritioning anyway. Okay, time to set up a defensive position then. Hold all of you and do not attack. Press H and redistribute as you see fit. And this extra unit will actually go here, because this is the more crucial territory, and set up as extra defense. Alright, we pushed them out quite a bit. Now it's time to consolidate and build guns, lots of guns. And once we do that, we can push a little bit further. Don't attack. Alright, I put them on aggressive, but putting them on balanced is a mixed bag, because then they might not move properly. I will put them on balanced. And you reinforce here. Actually, the army I'm sending as reinforcements, I will only put you here. Move faster, please. Use railways and such, if you can. I think our extremely high organization is helping with that quite a bit. Should I abandon this bit? It's a desert. Oh, we are holding a supply hub here. I should connect it. Actually, yeah, I should pay attention to the supply hubs a bit. Definitely here. Needs a connection. The rest are fine, though. Prioritize this. And you guys can actually retreat, because this province is not defensible. The rest are fine. I could retreat to the mountains, but holding this supply hub will actually be very good for me, I think. You need reinforcements. You need more reinforcements. Salvage enemy equipment. Now, I'm hoping this will help me with my gun issues quite a bit. Although, I actually have 47 factories making guns right now, so it's not a big deal. Now, speaking of making guns, I should invest in the company that makes them better. Next focus. Can we get the research slot yet? Still no. Let's see how bad the situation is. Neglected countryside. Research speed 6. So, we're about to be able to get a research slot. Where is that decision? It's not a decision. The event. This one. Alright, 160 days, and we should be able to get research slot number 3. Let's do guerrilla warfare. It'll help a bit. We're on the defensive, and a little bit of entrenchment will help. You help here. You should be sending more troops to this province. I'm not sure why you're not doing that. Naval invasion. Fortunately, we have garrisoned against this. Naval penalty, terrain, and night. Yeah, you're not gonna get it. Actually, why are all of you leaving the port? What if he has a second naval invasion? Leave one. Yeah, they landed around our port, but not in the port. I think it will be fine. I could bring in more troops, but holding the main line is sort of more important. Or I could steal industry from these states and retreat to the mountains. No, I think this is fairly good. Could go past the river, but this is a mountain province, so it's good anyway. And also we get the Great Wall here. Are you guys winning? Help them a bit. This will be fine. And something to pay attention to, our 2 puppets are not part of the war, which means I don't have to garrison these areas. Oh, and they made more troops. Gimme. Here, have a field marshal as a general and help with this situation. Aggressively. Empire of Japan attacked Guangxi province. My puppet, who is actually isolated from the coast, so it doesn't change anything. Now, if they attack the other puppet, that will change things. And they just did. Right, well, all that it changes is that I have to extend the garrison a bit, not by much. And as long as we hold the main line, even if they do land an invasion, I should be able to repel it. So collaboration, 60%. I do have a collaboration mission in progress, so this is the last one, no need to repeat that. In the meantime, why don't you infiltrate their navy? Yeah, this is good. We've set up a good defensive line, and they're attacking us and losing. We actually lost more troops, but that's because of the initial push, and that's not counting their subjects. My intention is to just defend here, make them exhaust themselves, and hopefully scavenge some equipment, while buying time to build more guns. Oh, they landed. I guess we need to handle this quickly, although maybe the garrison can manage. Let's just see how it goes. They're attritioning, they didn't get a port. I sent the garrison order quickly enough. Let's let them do their thing. And once you're done, you can help mob them up. Yeah, you have to be on guard for naval invasions constantly. If they get a port, things become difficult. But this is looking good. We've pushed them out. Excellent. Now we wait, but we have become a powerful country in the meantime. Oh, maybe I should get some infrastructure here. It's just oil, but we can sell it. I need steel and coal way more than I need oil. Although, speaking of resources, I should probably invest in my puppets here. See, when they have more steel to sell me, I will get more steel on the cheap. So building infrastructure here helps me. And I will annex these guys soon. We should also be prepared for France to give up their territory to Japan, opening up a new front line. We could do train for asymmetry now, but this basically, this refers to the guerrilla warfare decisions, and I don't need to take those because they're for when we're losing, and we're not losing. I want the last one that it unlocks. We could get it through one of the others, though, but that would require more focuses. So let's see if there's anything worthwhile. Train for asymmetry is a worthless focus for me, same is bog them down in the center. But these two, let's see, max entrenchment, that's nice. And faster entrenchment. Do I care for faster entrenchment or do we care for max entrenchment more? Let's have a look. How quickly does it decay? It doesn't really decay that quickly. I think I like max entrenchment more. But that's 3 focuses just to get this. Some defense and recovery rate. I don't think I actually need it at the moment. I think I'll be better off investing in our industry instead. We're going to do find foreign financiers. Let's do that one. It's for Germany, who like me. Let's see if I can make the others like me as well. 89 for Germany, 24 just in Italy. Broke the 9 powers agreement. Oh yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Shouldn't have done that. At least not before getting what I need from them. This is pretty bad, actually, because I needed them to like me. I might have invalidated the strategy that I planned. I will improve relations. Is France a major power? Doesn't matter. I need good relations with the Brits, the Americans, and the Germans to buy their ships through the naval focus. Where is it? Here. Foreign acquisitions. Because you can get a little bit from each of them, but only if they like you. And breaking the 9 powers actually... yeah, that's a problem. I should have done the naval focus before doing this. A mistake. But our industry is so big that we can just build ships, I suppose. And we'll get some from Germany. So the plan right now is build up until we're strong enough and push them out and invade Japan navally once they're busy fighting the United States. They're still attacking. As long as they're attacking, they're actually getting weaker. And am I capturing a lot of their equipment? Not that much. My deficit is still pretty big. We got their cipher, but I don't really need to use it right now. I could, but they're losing badly anyway. I think the cipher is best left for when we push. I suppose we could push, but it would not be optimal. So we just wait. Also, get me more steel. Good thing we have the Soviet Union on our border. Not a sentence you hear often, but they sell us steel. Oh, you got a level. Yes, infantry expert, please. I'm not decrypting anyone. Who could we be decrypting? I guess, I don't know, Germany, just because we can. And let's increase our own encryption. Anything interesting to do in the faction tab? Now, the theaters, I don't think the theaters do anything if you own all the units anyway. I'll just bank the points to modify the faction. Now, what I could do, and this is actually a valid strategy, I could destroy my faction now, because the only 2 other members are my puppets. I could disband my faction, and I could probably join the Axis, which would mean Italy and Germany sending me lots of help. Only I don't actually need a lot of help right now. I can afford to wait and keep control. Alright, speed up again, because trying to land. The extra support army is here, helping out. I will start deploying some more units once we're done with the equipment. And I should build some more military factories where infrastructure is highest, or will be. Look at them just throwing themselves at our defenses. So nice. Advanced competing machine, because why the hell not? German interest in Scandinavia and Kingdom of Afghanistan. Do we actually want to invest in Afghanistan? They are a potential target. Hey, you know what? Maybe they'll want to join my faction with this. Probably not, but that doesn't really cost me anything, does it? Denmark pieced out, and we monopolize resource extraction. We actually have tons of political power now, and not that much to spend it on. I suppose we will be annexing a puppet soon. Yes, America, I would love some Lend-Lease. Don't really have the convoys for it, but if anything reaches us, I will be glad. Now, do you like me yet? You do not. You really do not like me. I wonder if the 9-power treaty mistake costs me my plan. Once we have enough guns, I think I should start building naval dockyards, because I'm going to need more ships. Yeah, definitely. German pressure towards the Benelux is not my problem. I'm still taking into account the option of joining the Allies, but just look at the change in casualties. Our alliance has taken 200,000 and they've taken almost 1 million. Good preparation. Get me more steel. Germany wants naval bases. No, air bases. Well, they're not at war with any of my enemies, so I will not accept that for now. Should I try and do quiet intel network, just so it stays at the same intensity? Could we do that? Send them to Kyoto. That cancel all the other ones, but I think this will just stay at 100% now, right? Yeah, Belgium. Abrogate, sure. So does the network actually maintain its strength and effects or not? Seems so, yeah. Well, that means we get to send some other spies elsewhere. Can I send 2 spies to do the quiet intel network thing? Yes. I will, just in case one of them dies, and I don't want to lose the entire network. And you guys can actually stay on counterintelligence, I'm fine with that. Or, no, I have a better idea. We're going to do the same thing with the collab governments and everything to the Soviet Union, because they might be a good target for us next. And there's really no point spying on the puppets. I mean, maybe a little bit of a point, but not much. Construction 3. Netherlands abrogates. Did you stop attacking? Is that because you lost 1 million people? Might be. This might actually be a good moment to push again, but no, I don't think I want to. Not that much to gain, actually. Can you please upgrade this? It's already upgraded. Just, oh, yeah, France upgrades. That's fine. Oh, right, Vichy France. I need to prepare for Japan to get this territory. I need to send at least an army down there. Probably 2. Do we get any interesting candidates for advisors? Not really, no. We already have a regrouping specialist. I could use a logistics guy. Did you guys make any more troops? You did. Quite a lot of them, actually. Excellent. Oh, wait, I can annex someone? Can I annex you? Yes, I can. What will happen to the troops? Do they become mine or do they become bugged? Looks like they do become mine. No? Yes, let's get the unassigned units from up here and assign them properly. I should unify the templates, but that can come a bit later. And just make sure you're properly assigned, and that makes an army ready to invade Vichy France. Well, if it becomes not Vichy France, essentially. There. What are the templates like? A little bit bigger, which is fine. I will actually want to switch to bigger templates once we have a nice reserve of guns. Also, annexing this territory actually gives me less steel because I am on export focus. Perhaps it is time to change that. No, I can still buy stuff properly. I think it's better to stay on export focus and purchase stuff. If we start running out of coal, I might switch that up and continue boosting the output of the factories, please. Sorry, of the extraction. Also, since I did finish the focus, I can now do resource development company, which will give me more resources. Might also want to invest in excavation, but it's expensive research-wise. Great East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere forms. There's Vichy France here, not for long. Looks like we're just waiting. They're trying another naval invasion, but I think we'll be okay. Do I need to send more troops? Or is this fine? I think it's fine. Tungsten. I don't really want the tungsten. What I want is the dam and then the research slot. Oh, research slot. Academia Sinica is available. Let's get that one. And you're almost pushed out. Good. They're launching another wave of attacks. Once again, they fail. Yeah, pushing now would be ill-advised. We should wait for them to fight the United States. They will be distracted, then we'll finish the push, and then prepare a naval invasion. Yeah, more breakthrough and organization. Even more organization. What is my organization like now? Stats. Organization, 105. Sorry, 100. 99.7. 100 organization on an infantry unit is pretty damn good. We're actually starting to build up a nice stockpile of weapons. I could deploy more units or make the ones we have into a bigger template and unify the templates, sort of. We could also add stuff like support artillery or engineers or anything like that, but that's expensive. How about we fill out the second army group, and when that's done, we can do more. This will fill it up. Make sure this is the lowest priority. Garrisons and operations on highest. They're trying to invade again. It's fine. Maybe a bit close, maybe I should put more troops specifically here, but if I do, they'll just invade elsewhere. Make Soviet collab governments, please. For later. Academia Sinica gives me research slot number 3, and with this we'll get a global 5% research speed boost. Let's use that slot number 3 and boost our production a bit. We're still not at the cap of efficiency. Oh, right, we have inefficient economy. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Well, we'll handle it. Research slots are more important. Let's check the casualties. This is immensely satisfying. Hungary joins the Germans. Not my part of the world, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we killed 5 Japanese for every Chinese person. Of course, they do have infinite manpower and can just throw waves after waves of infantry. Oh, sorry, no, that's me. Support weapons 3. They land, they get killed. If they get a port, that's when we start worrying. One thing about the rework of doctrines, I don't really have much to do with all that army experience, because I don't really use many different templates. Let's do improved working conditions. I guess we could do war bonds. We do have excess political power. It's not necessary. They caught my agent. Who should we send for retrieval? One from Japan, I think. We have 2 of them. Mo Xiong. China is set up for the long game. The focuses take a long time, and we can't really do that much right now. But that's fine. I do enjoy it. Extra troops. We're going to need some generals for you. Oh, you're a scavenger. That's nice. And you're an infantry guy. That's nice too. There's really no need to deploy them anywhere just yet. Chinese Academy of Science speeds up our research. Develop chemical industry. Soviet Union gets Bessarabia, which is not my problem. Norway has capitulated. Do we care? Not really. See, what's happening in Europe doesn't really affect us that much. Unless Germany takes over everything and wants to invade me. But I'm hoping to have Germany on my side when we take the Soviet Union from 2 sides. Italy attacked Greece. We don't really mind that. Where are the logistics? A lot of surplus of guns. Good. Is it time to unify into bigger templates yet? You've rescued the operative from the Soviet Union. Go back there. I think it might be time to go for bigger templates, yes. So what do we have? We have this Junt 1, 4 units. We have the 6 unit one. Do we have a 5 unit one somewhere? Well, actually, I could just make one because it doesn't even cost me army experience, but we'll use the border militia one, I think. Edit this, actually duplicate it, and let's give it something Chinese, distinctly Chinese, like a dragon. These will be just regulars, no, not regulars, regulars, and we can expand this unit as we go. Now, if I take everyone, all the small template guys, and switch them to this, I do have enough equipment, yes. Oh, it just takes 7,000? We have 63,000. Could make it way bigger. Same for all of you. Though, maybe not the garrisons. The garrisons can stay as they are. I should make them bigger, but keep them reserve. Oh yeah, we'll use this one for the garrison in the ports. Give it a defensive icon like the tower. Where is that? Here it is. So you guys, the ones garrisoning the ports, all switch to defense template. All the other Junt 1, switch to regulars. We're unifying our army composition. We do have some other templates. Some even use artillery, like this one. But let's not change too much at once. Also, I will switch to extensive conscription. Import fertilizers. Okay, can I make you like me? Oh, the abrogated treaty thing went away. Excellent. So the generated world tension is not going away. I should try and do the focus. What about the United States? Yeah, we can maybe get the ships, yeah. Once we get the next research slot, I will focus on the ships. Also, I think it's time we started researching the best guns. It is ahead of time, it is going to be expensive, it's also going to be very, very powerful. Insufficient coal. Is it time for limited exports yet? I don't think so. Not just yet. Well, I did get a lot of extra military factories, and now we're making dockyards. And the dockyards will build cruisers for me, eventually. Civil war in Yugoslavia is not my problem. I would love to get some excavation, though. Then again, we'll probably be better off with the main industrial technologies like construction and concentrated industry. I really need that 4th research slot. Who's got my agent? Let's send rescue immediately before the network decays. Poor Sino-German relations. That's terrible, actually. Why? We were friends. It's not deteriorating. They like me. God damn it. Well, they took von Falkenhausen from me. My best field marshal. Yeah, well, who's better? Zhang or Gu, or perhaps a new one. Yeah, I have all that political power. Let's re-educate all these guys and see who's the best field marshal. For this, I think Bai Chongxi, organizer, logistics wizard, and defensive doctrine. Now, for attack, he's not that great, but we are still defending. We'll switch him out when we move onto the offensive. Okay, what happened here? Why is Japan here? Japan became the owner. Okay, I don't remember. I think Free France gave it up. No, I don't know. I don't even care. Just take it. Is it my core? No. An occupied state. That is fine. Oh, look how many troops they're gonna lose here. No, it's a port, so they can run away. Still, let's extend the coverage. Infantry expert. Although he could be a good field marshal. He's got the organizer trait. So let's hold off for a moment. Check the field marshals we have once again. Do we have any offensive organizers? Well, yes, the main one here. Oh, it's fine. We'll keep him a general. We need good generals. Wish I could make him a logistics expert. Well, they landed, but we'll be fine. Our logistics are good enough to expand our template again. Let's go into the regulars template and add one more bit of infantry. We're doing it bit by bit, just so there's no rapid change that could damage our, viability on the front lines. Fertilizers imported. Now let's get some tungsten. Not that I need the tungsten, but I need the research slot. To be honest, I could probably push them out by now, but it is more efficient to wait some more. See how much attrition they're getting. Oh, that's precious. They lost 2 million people. I'm really happy with the defensive setup. I think it might be time to push them out. Are you not going to attack the Americans? No, they should do pressure Siam and strike the southern road now, right? Maybe not. Can I see their current focus? I cannot. Let's do economy civilian upgrades. That might be enough to let me see that. Oh, they did give it up. France gave this territory up to Japan. Let's make sure we move quickly. You all go along the coastline, cut them off from any ports before they can land more troops. Yeah, I'm taking all this as well. Japan demands French into China, yes, and we have hit another milestone. Well, recovery rate. That's actually pretty good. Great for fast movement. And good defense. Construct the dam, please. I still have insufficient ledger. Also, keeping the cipher increases my network, so that's nice. I will do a mission to infiltrate their civilian administration, so I know what the focus they're doing. No, that's actually not useful. I don't really need to know that. Since they demanded this area, they should be attacking the United States soon. Oh, I have a nuclear experimental facility. Can I do anything interesting with it? Not really, but I do have a scientist, so just get in there and start working. Ah, damn it, I forgot. I lost my army guy. What could we do? organization expert, that would actually increase our organization quite heavily because we have stacked a lot of organization. Or we could promote this guy to be an advisor and give us an attack boost. You know what? I think I'll take the organization guy because I've stacked up so much organization that his effect will be amplified. Tengche, there you go. Push aggressively. Keep pushing. The first Japanese defense has appeared. Oh, and Siam joined their faction. That's not that great, actually. Right, so what we're going to do is cancel your orders, set up a field marshal level order here, make you all aggressive, well, except the one on the main front line, and attack into Siam, like this. Go. They're unprepared. Well, actually, I should have been more prepared here, but our troops are on the way. I think we'll be okay. I should have been prepared for this radio. Well, they will cut me off, I guess, but I do have ports here, don't I? No, I don't. Alright, then that's pretty bad. Stop them from cutting me off, please. Relocate as quickly as you can, please. We don't want them separating us from our resources. So extend the coverage for when we get their ports. I should probably build some, just so I get supplies from them. Well, there is a supply hub here. There's another one that's not connected, so I suppose I only need the railway. Also, it's time to start making some cruisers. The early cruiser will be good enough. I will need convoys too, so we'll leave some rockets on that, but also work on the cruisers. Actually, I am pushing, and there are some Japanese here. I should use the Cypher, but maybe once we get in position. I should probably do war bonds too, and diversify elite forces, because that's for later. Is it time to push everywhere? Because I think Japan is now splitting their forces to cover both north and south. Should I try that? It is a bit of a risk. We'll be doing quite well just defending. You know what? Let's do it. Switch you guys to aggressive. Activate the Japanese Cypher. Oh, they increased their encryption. Well, we'll wait a bit then. Back to non-aggressive. Actually, stop the push. They fortified themselves. We can finish the ones that are already happening, but no new pushes. Germany attacked the Soviet Union, which is a good moment to attack the Soviet Union. You guys just set up for the attack. The attack itself can happen later. Why are you attacking? Oh, right, you're on aggressive. Balanced. Do I need more supply hubs? Actually, building ports is just way faster for supply. But then you have to garrison them from the Japanese. Let's do that anyway. This will do. We've done the dam, and now the Sun Yat-sen University. Research slot number 4. Here we come. So, you're gonna attack the United States yet? What are you guys doing? Need more supply. Let's make another one here. Icelandic-American cooperation. Not what I'm interested in. What I'm interested in is a war between Japan and the United States that we can exploit. We got the Cypher. Ah, there it is. Japan attacked the Dutch East Indies. We're now on the same side as the Allies. Oh, and we made the advanced computing machine. Should I do nuclear research? Well, it takes too long, I think. Support weapons 4 instead. Let's wait a bit so they're distracted and maybe get some troops out of our front lines. Away. I mean, away, not out. Yes, Britain, I would love for your navy to dock. Free France, yes. Germany, no. Britain, yes. You're at war with the Japanese, so come join us. And the United States as well. Hey, would you like naval access or army access? Here you go, have some docking rights. And total military access too. Same for the Brits. Here, have some military access. Oh, I asked them for military access. That was a mistake. I wanted to offer it to them. There we go. Is it time to strike yet? Well, and I will accept the other airbase requests as well. We could join the Allies now if we wanted to. I would just need to dismantle my faction. And by the way, I think I might want to spy on the Germans as well. Dismantling the faction is tempting, but it would leave us without spies. So let's first consolidate our network in the Soviet Union a little, then we'll switch that to quiet network, and then we'll spy on the Germans. In the meantime, I think that's enough time for the Japanese to relocate some of their troops to combat the Allies. Yeah, see, they're fighting each other down here, maybe doing some other naval invasions. I think it's time for us to strike back. What we're going to do is activate the Japanese Cypher and activate our attack orders. So we can be a little bit aggressive. Go! How successful are we going to be? See, don't underestimate the power of just lots and lots of rifles. I could have made the troops bigger, but I want them to also be able to reinforce quickly with guns. Perhaps I should have made them a little bit bigger for this attack, but what we have should be sufficient. Manchukuo capitulated. Extend the front line. Oh wait, I don't have an attack order painted for you guys. Go into Korea, please. Sun Yat-sen University complete. Excellent. Now I think it is time to acquire some ships. Republic of China Navy. How many ships do I have, by the way? I have 1. And an admiral. That's something. Infantry, anti-tank. And some concentrated industry. Ah, feels so nice to have 4 research slots. And some bonuses. Mexico joins allies. Good. Now, how is our push? Very successful. Now, the casualties will mount on our side. So we already lost 500,000 people since we started the pushes. But, well, just a sacrifice we're going to have to make. Not entirely accurate. I could have waited more. But this is a good moment. The Japanese are fighting the allies as well. Sort of occupied. Maybe they're trying to invade the Philippines. Sweden. No, Sweden, no. I'm not giving my consumer goods factories to get better planes. I don't even have any planes. remains. Decrypted the Soviet cipher. That will come in handy. But let's work on the Japanese again. Alright, you girls are back from your research trip into making collaboration government in the Soviet Union. Let's spread the network a little, and then we'll put one guy on making it quiet. Shouldn't really affect much here. The Soviet Union is already at war with the Germans, and once we're done with Japan, we can attack them from the other side. Right, that's some nice network coverage. I think it's enough. You, quiet network here. Keep it going. Well, we do foreign acquisitions, which will let us buy cheap ships. Now let's send all the others to Berlin. Right, we've almost pushed them out. Now I can peace out after this, but with the amount of fighting we've done, we do have the majority war score against Japan, even with the Allies now in the mix. And with Britain and the United States taking care of the Japanese Navy, I will probably be able to navally invade them, especially with the best guns. Oh, actually, I need to research better naval invasions for this. I almost forgot. Transport ships. This should suffice. This tech. Naval invasions have also been reworked, but they are pretty self-explanatory. I will show you in a moment. So, looks like we did lose some troops here. Oh, goddammit. I'm using a defensive field marshal to push. That was silly. If I switch him now, he's going to get a penalty. Okay, can I unassign you? How do I unassign a guy? Oh, here. The big button called unassign. Okay, unpause for a moment. Now, if I do it like this, will there be a delay in assigning a new guy or not? There isn't. Excellent. Or maybe that only happens if the new guy was previously assigned somewhere. I don't know. Regardless, now we have a more offensive field marshal for this attack, which we should have had from the start. The attack in Vietnam is not going so well, but it is going well enough. And finally, we can start making the best guns. Also, we need way more steel for that. Let's buy some from the Soviet Union. Who's my best general? We've got 4 level 5s. I will have to delegate one of them to naval invasions. Hey, we capitulated Manchuria. Now into Korea. And then onto the islands. New faction goal, huh? We can probably rule the waves, because if I defeat Japan and then attack the Soviet Union, we could steal their navies and maybe fulfill this one. Let's do it. I guess I can add a facility to the faction, although... See, this is mostly a faction just in name. It's just me and one puppet. I'm only sort of using it to get extra spies. It's fine, but still... When I attack the Soviet Union, we'll have some coal troubles, because they are my main source of coal. It is time to improve relations with Britain, United States, and Germany. Improve relations, and improve relations. Maybe get non-aggression pacts too. Yeah, let's get one with Britain and with America. That will help relations a little. No, you got my girl. Where was she? In Germany. Right. Okay, so let's get her out and start preparing a collab government in Germany. For now, just prepare. Don't launch it yet. Foreign acquisition. With this, we'll have extra ships soon. And now we can abandon the naval doctrines forever. We can now fix our economy a little, or keep improving our armed forces. We don't really need to be defensive anymore, although getting to serve the country with utmost loyalty would benefit us quite a bit. Actually, I should invest in these. These will help a lot with supplies. So let's set up an NCO school and see if we can purchase some ships. Germany already likes me, so we can start by purchasing some of theirs. We need a 31 opinion from the others. Will that be achievable? With the United States, very much so, yes. How about Britain? Also achievable. Nice. Good thing the pact thing went away. And soon, we will push them out of here, which will actually let me peace out, but I don't want to peace out. Should I still be aggressive here? Oh wait, I prepared the collaboration government on the Soviet Union, but I did not launch it. Why not? Alright, because one of the agents was captured. We will do it manually once I'm done with setting up the network in Germany. We can then launch two simultaneously. Yay, Germany's sending me stuff. Then again, is it really worth waiting? Let's just launch it. This is the last one anyway. We already have collaboration in Japan. We almost have collaboration in the Soviet Union. And we can focus on the Germans after. And we're almost done here. Invest in production. Also, let's expand your coverage to the newly acquired territories. Something I should have done a while ago, but forgot. Now, I'm not sure my production of cruisers will actually be necessary for anything with the ships I am about to acquire. No, Germany, you cannot have docking rights. Also, they did sell me their U-boats, which I can now relocate home. And we can try to purchase British and American ships now. Imperial Japan offers peace. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Everything's crumbling around you, isn't it? Well, I will not be satisfied with anything less than a total victory. I am now procuring a navy that will soon invade you. How's my research? 63 days for the transport ships. But I will prepare an army to invade Japan with. And naval invasions are now limited by the amount of divisions you send. So we can just send one big division. What's the biggest one we have with all the boosts and stuff? Alright, we'll take this one, duplicate it, and I'm going to call them Assault Pandas. Why? To humiliate our enemy even more, because pandas are super cute. Is there like a bear icon? This is more a pig. Close enough, I guess. Maybe there's something better. Oh, there's a bear here. Yeah, see, a cute name, just to drive home the humiliation even more when they get defeated by these guys. And what is going to be in the unit? A shit ton of infantry. Why? Because I can. Do we have any support anti-air, anti-tank? I don't think so. Let's check. No, we have 13 in storage, but we do have artillery, don't we? And we do have support equipment. Yeah, let's do this one. And I'm going to switch this army to Assault Pandas. Oh, and let's make them elite. Yeah. Although, I don't actually need a whole army. How many can I send? Let's see. Right now, how many got assigned? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units to a naval invasion order. And with the research we're doing right now, it increases division's capacity per plan and plans. So it will be 6 per plan and 2 total plans, so 12 total. So half of you become Assault Pandas. We do have enough artillery, support equipment, infantry equipment, and men. Congratulations, Panda people. Oh, actually, I should give them to the best general. He's a level 4, which is not ideal. He is a level 5, but his stats could be a little bit better. And again, the supply is good. Yeah, alright, I'll use him. So assign 12 Pandas to this group and exercise up. Do I want to send more troops down here? I think I need to. At least some. Got the Japanese cipher again. Excellent. Now, did you guys agree to sell me ships? I have not given your answer yet. Agree and agree. Excellent. Why are you fighting? No, don't engage. God damn it. Don't engage at all. You're just supposed to go home. Oh, God. Just get here. Hopefully you won't get sniped on the way. Now, all the cruisers I'm building should also deploy to the main fleet. Hopefully the ships can get here before, they're destroyed on the way or something. I think some got sniped. But that's fine. These should suffice anyway. Because the British and the Americans will handle it. And by it, I mean the Japanese Navy. Wait, are they pushing back? Really? Should I dig in? Okay, go to balanced. Philippines have capitulated. That's not great. Stop your attack. Just defend for now. See, this won't really matter once we capitulate Japan, and we will be moving on to do that in a moment. Now, do we launch through here or through here? Let's get an extra port right here. So it's in the right sea zone. They're still waiting for manpower. How long would that take? Let's send you guys to the capital for a moment. You'll reinforce faster there. Crack down on corruption, and get some support companies. Let's do recon too, maybe I can add it before the invasion. And war bonds. First club government ready to commence in Germany. Sure, go do it. 2 clubs in progress at the same time. Finland capitulates. How's your reinforcement going? Well, much better now that you're in the capital. Yay, transport ship, research complete. Yes, you can have docking rights. Now, how's all that navy merge? It's not that much, to be honest, but it should be enough for one naval invasion if the allies actually, get their head in the game here. They have laid a lot of mines in here. Just wait for them to get the manpower. Although, they'll probably get it while they're preparing. Alright, let's just select the bears and paint our naval invasion order. This will automatically assign 6 of them, because that's my current limit for one order. Now, where do we land? Next to Kyoto, or do we want to attack Nagasaki? I think next to Kyoto is better. Like this. This is 6 divisions. Now, I'll just select all the bears and paint another one. Now, securing a port is crucial, but maybe we can get Hiroshima. Let's land the rest here, like this. Start preparing. It will take a while. Soviet Union attacks Iran, not my problem. And also, they should know better while they're fighting the Germans. Anglo-Soviet invasion of Iran. Wait, Anglo-Soviet? A lot of invasions? Well, I think there's just too many troops here. Let's get you guys out of the port. So the supply is better here. Let's stop the exercise. Almost done with the naval invasion preparation order, but Japan has a lot of ships there. Rely on locals for better supply. Now, why can't I see Japanese naval dominance here? Oh, 900, and here they have 600 only. Wait, that's better. Although I can't really dominate the sea zone with the navy I have, not at the moment. Oh, now it's less. The dominance has been decreased. Alright, I'm gonna send my ships there. Maybe that will be sufficient. How many can we get? Go patrol. Also, do not engage. Well, will this actually give me dominance if I do not engage and don't repair? I told you to not engage. Are you engaging? Oh, unfortunately, this will be not enough to launch the naval invasions. Why do I need 1,700 for this? Would it be less if I attacked via another route? What about here? If we assign the other one to Nagasaki. Requires even more. I need a set amount over the Japanese dominance, apparently. Get back to this one. Exercise up again. And you guys, stop and go to your port. What did I say about engaging in combat? Do not engage in combat. God damn it. Let's do some excavation. Do not engage in combat. Please. Really, some people. Thank you. Jeez. Immensely frustrating. So apparently, I'm just not strong enough navally to deal with this. Oh, looks like Japan abandoned this sea zone temporarily. About this one, they might be abandoning it too, because the dominance is going down. Alright, let's wait until it goes to 0, because it might. And we'll launch then. Reorganize the train. What are you guys doing? Well enough. Stop your exercise. Look at their dominance. And now it's growing that I stopped the exercise. Did they know I was exercising? This is 0 here. You know what? I should have 1 invasion in each zone. We can then flip if it's necessary, like this. So how would you know that I have an invasion planned there? Looks like I will just need to wait for the Americans and the British to make this possible for me. Or for more of these cruisers to be completed. These do take a long time. Let's decrease the amount of convoys we're making. Perhaps I should have taken the peace deal, conquered the Soviet Union, and then went back to attacking Japan. But in that case, the Allies would get a lot in the peace deal. Doing it as we are doing it now, we do retain the majority war score because of all the fighting. They've broken my cipher. That's not going to do much for you, I think. Or is it? This front line is not well taken care of. Perhaps I should go on the defensive. No, this way we're bogging down more of their forces. If we can finally manage a naval invasion, if we can, there should be almost nobody here. Now I need you to abandon this. Come on, abandon it. Looks like I lost a spy somehow. Spread the network in Germany. Focus on meritocracy. So how do I trick them into withdrawing their navies? Because they did before. Should I try and bait them and then disengage? You can see how many ships they have assigned. This is 119 and this is, what, 679, which is way too much for me to handle. Oh, they reassigned some of them. This is going down. There's 91 dominance here. Do I have my naval invasions prepared, both of them? Yes. Okay, this is a chance. We might fail it miserably, but you go here. No. Only patrol here. Do not engage. All right. And they suddenly assigned 130 ships here. Of course they did. Bloody hell. Are you fighting? Let's hope they relocate some of their ships. Hey, my dominance seems to be growing faster. Oh, because I have heavier ships than they do. Probably. Okay, can we actually launch? I doubt that. How much do I need? 1,600. Really? Moving goalposts. Oh, wait. They launched. Ha! For a moment I had enough. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Now you take Nagasaki because I need that port. I have that port now. Well, in that case, goodbye Japan. Go. Attack aggressively everybody. Sail. Nagasaki. In 1942, Nagasaki has become the site of the greatest naval invasion in Japan's history. The one that finally put the state under the control of China for all time. Push more and take them out finally. See, there's very little defense of their home islands because they're all in Vietnam. And I don't actually need more dockyards now that I've landed in Japan. Get me factories. Let's invite some foreign experts. This will help with our industrial research and finish them off. Finally, they offered peace. They should have offered subjugation. Well, of them, not of me. If they offered to be a puppet, I would have accepted. And now, well, you shall become a collaboration government soon. What's your surrender threshold? Pretty high, actually. But we're getting there. Once we get to Tokyo, they should give up. And we will. Just rush Tokyo. No need to fight. We can just rush the capital and they'll surrender. Is it the day? Is it finally the end? Yes, it is. And with our 83% war score, I can do that. Select everything. Well, no, I can't, but I will eventually be able to. We'll have to fight some allies for the territory. I mean, they did help, but we did more, and I'm taking everything. And I do mean everything. Just not all in the same round. Submit. Round 1. Demand everything. No, Britain, you're not getting stuff. And I need that city back. Submit. Demand. Select all. Demand. Nope. See, when you have 80% war score, you can just bully everyone else into getting everything. It's going to take a while because they're going to try and get a bit, but we shall not permit this. With every round it gets more expensive and I have more score, so I will get it in the end. There it is. And we still have 3,788, which is enough to get the entire Japanese fleet. Thank you. And the others have some ships as well. Let's take those too. Confirm and exit. Finally. And thanks to our collaboration government operations, I can now create a collaboration government in the Empire of Japan and get all their industry. Now I could just control it manually and get the industry anyway, but I prefer to have them as puppets. And we've done industrial expansion. What is our next goal? I guess I'll expand the submarine fleet eventually. I don't really need more faction points. Yay! Let's unpause for a bit. Let the game adjust. 309 factories. Yes, you have our blessing. Now, Korea is not our core territory, and neither is most of this that we've taken. Oh wait, how did I get this? This looks like a bit of an oversight. How did I actually get bits of the Philippines? I'm not going to complain, but I thought that would go back to the United States in the peace deal. Well, that's it then. We've defeated Japan. Should we keep going for a bit? Should we get some more territory and riches? Because I'm tempted to get some more territory and riches. Also, hey, Japan, give me all your steel. Let's steal their steel. Fortunately, we can get a lot from Sweden. About coal. You got any coal, Japan? Well, not anymore. We can always change our economy to limited exports. We probably should. No, not yet. Now, is it time to crush the Soviets? I feel like it might be. Oh, I forgot to do the what's the word? I forgot to do the quiet network in Germany. No matter, this is fine. Rescue operative. Our Soviet collaboration is sufficient. Should probably go against them. Should I just use these units to attack? It takes 25,000 per division, which means 600,000 per army and 3 million per army group. There's this old joke, I don't remember it exactly, but it was something like the Chinese attacked in small groups, 500,000 each, and we could just do that. We could go to service by requirement if we have insufficient manpower. You know what, I'm actually going to do this for the meme. Level 5 generals, let's switch the field marshal to the better one. Level 5 field marshal, get rid of the expeditionary forces. You guys can just go home. Yeah, go home. Fill the army up. And just for the meme, we're going to use assault pandas. And I actually have enough guns for everything. This army is going to be 3 million strong army group. Did I remember to give them recon groups? I did not. Could I do that? Yes. I could also do anti-air. Do I have any anti-air from the Japanese? Not enough, so no. But this will suffice. There you go, assault panda divisions. Let's send them to the Soviet border. Well, specifically Soviet and Mongolian. We'll switch into field marshal level order later on. Of course, I will need to fix the supply situation. And now we must construct some additional supply depots. One might even say additional supply depots required. Time for the Grand Invasion Railway. That will support all of this. And a couple more supply hubs, of course. Should I finish the civilian factories I'm building? Yeah, let's finish them. Hey Raj, give me some coal. Also, exercise up. It's gonna take them a while to get all that equipment, and they will probably attrition on the borders a little, but I am building supply hubs. US cancels non-aggression pact. Not very nice of you, is it? Also, look at my navy. My navy's amazing. Must be old to get that reference. More industry. Actually, I only finished the started factories. I need the supply hubs more. Let's do the productive focus. It will help a little. Well, I am running out of support equipment. Fortunately, I can just assign 30 factories to it right now, which should help, in theory. Make it more infantry, anti-tank. Train them all up. We're not exactly in a hurry, but it's already 1942, so if we want to get anything meaningful out of this war, we should make it happen soon. Construction. Out of fuel. Why do I need fuel for? Oh, I forgot to cancel the Navy mission. They're still patrolling. That's better. Oh, only 1 million manpower. They still have not received all the reinforcements. Streamlined line. Let's make trucks too. I will give them logistics companies once I research those. I wonder what assault battalions do. I'll unlock it just to check. I have not seen this. Popular movement. 2 million manpower in the field. Japan is sending divisions. I will just send them to the reserves. I will just use one army group because I think it's funny that it's going to be 3 million strong. Oh, I should infiltrate the Soviet military if I haven't done so yet. Go do that. Logistics companies. Oh, I know what I should be doing. Let's cancel the radio research. See, if I research... Where is it? Rangers and mountaineers, I'll be able to get ranger divisions, not divisions, support battalions. Who got captured where? Captured by Germany, and you captured by Germany. Right, so why is there no rescue captured operative? There we go. Let's use HoI4, which in Polish sounds like eats little. You go to the center. The Soviet Union and Germany fighting each other like they're the big threat. Soon, that shall be proven wrong. Now, we could actually go down this path and integrate states into cores, and I think we should do that. At least the northern ones. Then again, this can wait, because we can only realize this after capitulating the Soviet Union. So, in the meantime, one poor ideological primacy. I just love this template. Let's do mountaineers. Radio propaganda, because we have to spend that political power on something. Re-educate a bunch of field marshals. What else? Not much we can do with it. Actually, I should change advisors, because I don't need more political power or fascist support. What else can we get? Stability. Resistance target reduction. That could be useful. Yeah, let's get him. Chen Yi. And we might want to unlock a research guy or something like that. Stability, consumer goods. Maybe. How's the supply situation? Not as bad as it could be. Let's weaponize. I mean, this is pretty good. 10% recovery rate. Sure. But I want to see what this battalion does. Logistics company, researched. Let's boost recon. So now we add the logistics company. Lowered supply consumption will really, really help us. Definitely add that. We'll need some trucks for it. Oh yeah, and also use trucks to supply yourselves. Excavation 5. Alright, so what's this extra battalion we got? Assault battalion. What does it do? It's just like an extra unit. It's an extra infantry unit attached to your infantry unit. That doesn't change the combat width. Oh, this would be very effective in a super, super small unit, wouldn't it? This is like an extra infantry that doesn't take a combat width. Yeah, sure, we'll add that. Even bigger unit. Even more troops. Wait, 2 million. It should say 3 million, shouldn't it? New standard for better organization. Should we do that? I don't need army experience, and 2% organization is honestly not that much. Let's do the Northern Mandate. This will let me course stuff I take from the Soviets. And they're just fighting here, not knowing what's coming. Turkey joins the Allies. Do we care? Not really. Night vision. We have finished the Ranger research, which means I can now go to Special Forces and unlock this, which will let me switch my Recon to Recon Rangers, which are superior. We're going into the Soviet Union, so called automatization, although that's just not recon ranges, just ranges. Let's do this one. Where's guerrillas? Terrain mastery for forests, urban stuff, and what's the last one? That does not affect the recon ranges, so we don't need the last one. And we'll get other bonuses for them from mountaineers. All trained up. Should I give them medals? Let's give them some medals. What you want? Division organization, even more. Sure. Let's do that one. Who's next? You. What can you get? Yeah, let's give them extra organization, because they don't have enough, apparently. Organization 107. Pretty good, I dare say. Yeah, having such huge divisions actually makes these medals worthwhile, kinda. Medal for bravery. Oh, you can have 3 medals. Is there something that reduces supply consumption? Oh, can we give the same one? Will they stack? Let's see if they stack. 3 medals for bravery. Which unit was that? 7. This one. We can get 4, even. Let's pause and see their organization. Do they stack or do they not stack? They do stack, it seems. Just give them some more attack as well. They're just so organized. Should I be doing that, or should I just be doing the attack one? At least that's something to spend the political power on. Attack to some, organization to others. New faction goal. A faction goal to control Siberia. Sure. I think that also requires me to land some troops here in Chukchi. Let's train for asymmetry just so I can unlock the other branch. Are you guys ready? Almost. Still exercising. Well, I think it's about time we attacked. So just check the template again. Yeah, that's fine. Check the logistics. That's fine too. Could use some more trains. I think we're good to go. Let's build stuff in our puppets' territory so I can annex them. Yeah, stop your exercise and just attack very aggressively into Soviet territory. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Oh, I forgot to switch ranges. Yeah, we need to do that too. Let's go here and switch normal recon for recon rangers, which are superior. Advanced radio in the meantime. And yeah, I think we're good to go. We do have our war goal. Annex or take claimed state. Let's do annex. Don't call allies. Also declare war on Tuva. Also declare war on Mongolia. That's all the war goals. Still have one on Japan, but they're my puppet. Now let's see how big is it exactly? 27,000 per division units handle this. I don't think I've ever made them this big. Soviet support in China. Oh, right. And I need to adjust my economy because I was buying a lot of stuff from them. There's not much to buy. We'll switch economies. Closed or limited? Let's do closed economy. Why not? This should give us enough of everything. Just get some steel from Japan. Yep, that's better. Of course, our factory output and all that went down, not by that much. So how do you fare in battle? That's some pretty nice statistics. Does the enemy just crumble under the might of my super huge pure infantry units? Well, not pure, they do have support companies. But in that. People underestimate infantry as an attack force. If you have enough manpower, you can concentrate a lot of power by just making lots and lots of guns. Of course, adding line artillery makes it even better, but it's less funny. Research more logistics, because logistics will be the problem here. And engineers. Also, since we did mountaineers, I can now go here into special forces and unlock a second branch with mountaineers, and we'll give our recon rangers mountain boosts and unlock mountain artillery. How are you doing? Now, once we get past the bottlenecks here, we did get past the bottlenecks here. I should probably switch this all to a field marshal level order. Cancel everything. Yeah, just all in one order. Did I set the faction goals properly? Undeveloped metals is complete. I'll select expand the faction just for the hell of it. Attack aggressively. Although with our stats and the insane organization I give these units, they should just be able to just walk into enemies. Just look at the stats here. It's at night, at low supply, and over a river. And all we need is lots of men and some infantry equipment. Serve the country. I wonder what my contribution is. Just 5%. That's very little. But once we occupy more territory, it should increase. I think the increased organization was a good choice. We can just keep going and going and going. Oh, okay, now I see. The extra medals have diminishing returns. Tuva capitulates. And we get stuff from Italy. Well, we'll get to you in time. Let's see the supply situation. Oh, we managed to reach one of their supply depots. Excellent. Let's connect it. Any more? Yes. In fact, there are some more. Looks like I won't have to build supply depots. Should be enough just to connect the existing ones. Only 8%. I need to be the major contributor. But eventually, I think we will. Because then our collaboration government can be in effect. Serve the country with utmost loyalty is done. Do we need combined logistics command? Not really. Let's do decisive battles instead. Oh, and we could get more resources. Sure, I suppose. I do have the political power for it. Get me the steel. Mostly the steel. I don't really care about the rest. Improved equipment to 3. Boost the logistics. And now we just sit back and enjoy. Oh, wait, where's my attack order? Yeah, go west. That's a comprehensive attack order, isn't it? And as I said, now we sit back and enjoy. Germany will be the real test, but I feel like this design of a unit is pretty damn effective for what it is. Lots and lots of infantry. You know, I just sent one small army group of 3 million people. I enjoy saying that. Oh, one got an organizer trait. I need to send them reinforcements. Have some more pandas. I wonder if I have any Chinese viewers. Am I getting this right? Would calling your unit, your military unit, a panda unit, be seen as just sticking it to the enemy even more because you're named after something cutesy? That's how I would interpret it, although I guess pandas can be dangerous. You know, when you play as Poland, there is this path where you can get Wojtek the Bear as King of Poland. Sadly, we do not have a panda Easter egg like that, but who knows, maybe in the future. There is already a polar bear one, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. More division attack. Perhaps I delayed this attack too long because it looks like we're having a very easy time. Let's check the supplies. It's fine once we connected the railways. How about the north? Yeah, it's okay. We took over their supply lines, connected our own. It is working. What is not working is our combat score. I think it should be much higher by now, but there's still a lot to conquer. Oh, do I need to relocate my spy? I think so. Go to Moscow. And all the rest of you, get me good intel on the Germans, so we can switch to quiet network because they keep catching my spies. Well, I guess the lower war score kind of makes sense because we're mostly conquering empty territory, but once we get to Moscow, it should be better. Night Vision 3. Finally, I can make my main field marshal an army logistics specialist. We needed that. Here we go. Perfect. We have low supply and bad weather, so our attack is only 700. There's a bit of an issue here. I need to have the highest contribution before they capitulate. So let's try and rush the important victory points so the Germans can get them. And again, most war score doesn't come from occupation here. It comes from land combat damage. So we should fight more, not necessarily progress faster. We did get Stalingrad though. Does that help in any way? Should I try and get Moscow too, or would that make them capitulate too quickly? Because basically they need to capitulate to me, not just capitulate. You, go south. Not all of you. Only a sliver of the Soviet Union left now. I really feel like occupation of territory should count for more. God damn it, captured again. Right, you'll do the quiet network thing. And rescue the guy, please. Oh, I forgot to use the cipher. Let's use the cipher on the Soviet Union. Rescue operative. And the remaining ones can go to Italy. Because why not? Yeah, I really think occupation should count for way more. I am worried that I might not be able to get the majority war score here. I really disagree with how this is calculated. Occupation should count for like 5 times as much as it does now. See? I control half of their country at the moment, more or less. Would be more if I pushed north. Sure, let's push north as well. And from controlling half of their country, I get 8,000 occupation points. Now, Germany, in turn, has destroyed some of their planes. Probably a lot of their planes. From destroying their planes, they get 17,000 points. It's shooting down some Soviet planes, even if it's a lot of planes, worth more than double than occupying half their country. I don't think so. I really disagree with this design decision. I do hope they change it. Well, regardless, I will be sad if I don't get the coalition government, but I will get the territory. I wonder what happens if I attack Germany now. I don't think the war scores would uncouple in any way. Oh wait, these guys are also my enemy. Yeah, go kill them. You guys done with Siberia yet? No, not yet. We've capitulated one. Only 23%, this is pretty ridiculous. Well, Germany, well, they are going down, but... Oh, there's also Finland. Perhaps I should push for Finland. Yeah, try that. Just manually. Fight more. I'm not sure at which point they nerfed occupation score, but I think it was a big mistake. They're about to capitulate, and it worries me greatly, because my collaboration government will not work properly when they do. Alright, peace deal incoming, in which I should have over 50% war score. But I don't. Never mind. Let's not worry about this too much, and take as much land as we can. I'll try and start around Moscow, maybe, because that's how far we got. So it should be cheaper because I control it, right? It'll take the Germans a moment to get here, so maybe I can cut them off like this. Will that work? Maybe. And they're taking some stuff, but they're not contesting me yet. I'll take the unclaimed ones to make them more expensive for the Germans. Should I contest their stuff? Probably not. And go east from here, and south too, I guess. Alright, worst case scenario, we have a connection through railways. Alright, now we start fighting. What do you want? Oh, these? No. Can I contest everything? I can, yeah. Although, maybe not everything. You can have these. You can have these. I will take the ones behind my lines, please. Maybe I was a bit too aggressive. Went a bit too far, territorially. I don't actually care for Moscow. We will retake it from them anyway, because I do intend to attack Germany. Can I contest everything now? Can. Maybe I shouldn't. But again, I do control the territory. I did march my troops into it, so it should be easier to take. Let's see. Contest, take the rest. Oh, you're not changing the government of the Soviet Union. Oh, no, no, no. You can take stuff, you're not changing governments. We cannot allow the Soviet Union to exist past this war. Will I succeed in that endeavor? Oh, come on. God damn it. Are they taking the state? Oh, okay, they're at least taking the state. They're not changing governments, so I can live with this. I'll just surround and take it. Sure, forfeit. I'll take a ship from the Soviet Union instead. They should give me all their smaller ships. Unfortunately, my collaboration government did not occur. I do not have compliance here. Extremely annoying. It should trigger Now, collaboration disappeared because I don't have a Soviet Union anymore. Maybe if I made them a puppet and then annexed them. Should I try that? Should we just kill the Germans for this? You know what? Let's just kill the Germans for this. Now, there's a possibility that if I release the Soviet Union as a puppet, then re-annex them, the collaboration will happen. Or maybe if I unpause? No, the unpausing didn't help. I control Eastern Siberia, I can select a new thing. I don't know. I don't want to select anything. Sadly, you have to, because otherwise your puppets will. Whatever, I'll just leave this alone. Okay, so Soviet Union, what if I release you? Okay, we'll release them as a puppet, temporarily. Did I crush the game? We made the Russian Empire. Do I get collaboration in it? I do. Okay, what if I re-annex it now? Then lease. Have all my convoys. Wait, what is their independence anyway? They're a satellite. To re-annex them, I just need 500. I mean, the satellite is decent. I could keep them as that. But no, let's re-annex them. Start and lease. Have all my convoys. No, not like this. Once. All of them. No, that's too much. 1,000. Send. And we'll annex you in a month. In the meantime, these troops need to get to the front lines. While we go towards this well-timed swoop of Falcon. Oh no, actually I will change that because I finished the faction goal, which means I can now do, where is that? This, Cradle of Civilization, and core these territories, maybe eventually. Fall of Gibraltar, not my problem. Germany is growing bold now that they don't have to fight the Soviet Union. Little do they know, they will soon have to fight something much more dangerous. Alright, I still need to take these pockets. The Germans will have no way of bring any troops there, so I'll just assign 4 units each to take them quickly. Oh, we also got a tank division that I'm not going to use because it's worse than my infantry divisions. Some more troops to the front lines. Did you get the Lend-Lease yet? Next day. They did get the Lend-Lease, and... didn't they? They did. Annex. Does it now work? Do I now get my compliance, please? Oh, here is my compliance. Finally, thank you so much. It was so frustrating to have lost that. At least it's something. Now, I can make some of these into cores with high compliance, so we'll wait for that. Now, I could create a collaboration government, but first I want to make use of this. Provisional government of the Russian Empire. Not ready yet. Tibet? No. Not ready yet either. I think I can get cores there as well with high compliance, and I do have high compliance. Well, I need a lot of coal for this industry, because with high compliance, I now control their factories properly. It's just, there's not enough coal in the world, it seems. Hope they adjust that a bit, or let me burn oil, because I have lots of useless oil. So, the coal economy is a new thing. There's not enough coal in the world. I do hope they fix this, but for now, we need to find any areas that have coal and maximize infrastructure there, because our industry is getting a bit of a big penalty for not having enough coal. Let's destroy the German Reich. Conquer. Whatever. 40 days to justify. Let's see how well your precious tanks stand up against millions upon millions of Chinese people. Right, so with this, I should be able to core some stuff. Let's also do the other ones in case we can get more cores. So, what are the decisions? Oh, just map decisions, like this, 30 each. Alright, I can deal with this. This will make it a core state, right? I do have the political power. Restore... oh, stability. Nice. Give me more cores in Siberia. This will take a while, right? How long? 68 more days. Well, regardless, it's time to invade the Reich. And then have to give it up to the Allies because they'll get the majority war score probably. Which will be annoying, but actually maybe I can cheat them out of this if we capitulate Germany before Italy. Time to attack. You do have a bunch of allies, but they will not matter in the long run. Oh, and Turkey will help me, I think. Yeah, let's kill them. Attack. Oh, and the cipher. Where's the cipher? Activate. Now, as you can see, a bunch of Chinese people with guns is much stronger than a well-disciplined and well-equipped German military. So they will not stand a chance against the flood of people that we are sending their way. Although, make sure to send some over to Crimea. Frontlines always get weird around here. I love how strong these guys are. Apparently, size matters. 1 unit against 4. Will that suffice? Let's see. Organization's pretty low. Oh, is he losing? They do recover quickly, don't they? I'm sending some more troops down here. I forgot about this front line, to be honest. As you can see, the attack on the Germans is proceeding perfectly. Let's core some more stuff. Oh no, my manpower is getting low. Only 3 million left. Right, let's just do this manually. They renamed Leningrad to St. Petersburg. Well, soon it's gonna be something in Mandarin. What is the casual... oh, I can't open the war screen. Why? Okay, something bugged out. I cannot open the war screen for some reason. Which is a pity because I wanted to compare casualties. Do we need to do that? No, not really. Let's get that cipher back. To end this war, we'll have to capitulate Germany, Hungary, and Italy. Should not be too difficult. Everything is possible through the power of infantry. Let's leave them to it. I'm sure they can handle some Germans. In the meantime, shall core more. Core more. Oh, I don't have compliance in Mongolia. Yeah, I guess I did not do collaboration governments there, but I do have some in Tibet. No, I can now annex my last warlord subject. Huh, sure, let's do that. No, not annex, just lower independence. That's fine. Oh, we are finally encountering some resistance. That's a lot of defense. What's your template like? I see that somewhere. Well, regardless, we'll win, but maybe not immediately. See, I have solved armed forces. You just need enough people with guns. If you're losing, you just don't have enough people with guns, apparently. Enemies got tanks, deploy more people with guns. Guns fix everything. Hey, we got Poland already. Okay, I'm going to pause and exit to the menu and then continue, so I can maybe see the war score, because something bugged out and I can't see it. Okay, I exited to the menu and started again. Let's continue and see if I can open the war screen. I can! Okay, this time the war participation looks much better, and I think I will be able to trigger my coalition government. Yeah, it's already active. You can see by the changed surrender threshold. It's always so satisfying to defeat a technologically superior army with tanks and planes and everything with just your infantry. We capitulated one of their puppets. And Romania. Did it mess up the front line? It did not. Next focus. What do we do? Do I need more recruitable population? Not really. Let's go towards the Falcon. It's just so nice to see good stats on a pure infantry unit. Well, it's not pure, to be honest. It's not pure infantry. It's infantry with support. But it's very good infantry with a lot of support. Just have a look. Perfect template. I guess I could use a little bit of anti-air, but they just don't have enough planes to hit all our troops. And we've got better night vision, so now we can attack all day and night. Just winning instantly with 1,000 attack on an infantry unit. Yes, you can make stronger units. I could even afford the industry to make stronger units, with line artillery and everything. But I don't need to, because my infantry rocks. See, some of you will be annoyed that I'm not using, say, tanks and encirclement and all this. Everyone likes different aspects of the game. I like planning, setting up who to fight and when to fight, orchestrating fights between my enemies and all that. This is the essence of the game. When to attack and who to attack. Stuff like specifics of the front lines, I would rather leave that to my generals. And that's exactly what I'm doing. This is a single field marshal level order that says go west. And that's what they're doing. Now, I will have to interfere, go a little bit south as well. I know, this is very intrusive. A lot of micromanagement. Liberation of Paris. Now you show up that I've done most of the work. Now, allies, play nice, because, you know, you'll be next otherwise. Very satisfying. Oh, they called in Italy, really? Yeah, that's gonna help them. Actually, it's good that they called in Italy, because I need to still have a major power in the war when I capitulate Germany, so I can make them a collab government during the war and get even more territory. Okay, let's leave my guys to their thing and core some territory in the meantime. I'm not the field marshal type of player. I'm more the plan international politics kind of player. At this point, it's a foregone conclusion that they will defeat Germany. How they do it matters way less, and they just did it. Germany has capitulated. Let's make sure we control all of their core territory. We already get the event, Provisional Government of the German Reich. Nice, but I do not control all of their cores yet. So instead, let's just hide these decisions. I'm going to say not ready, and wait until all of this is under my control, and we reach Italy. We can release them then. Keep pushing. Slovakia has capitulated. I love it when the plan comes together. And I gotta say, I think I had a really, really good idea, a clever one with the battle plan to go west. Looks like our industry has grown a bit since we've taken over all the German territories that we have 100% collaboration on. Right, you guys are getting bogged down on the weird shape of borders down here. I will need to redo orders. Go into Italy. From here. What is this, Yugoslavia? No wonder my orders got weird. Maybe I should have left them alone. No, there's still some Germans. No, it's a Spanish guy. In Millhouse. Oh, right, I have redone the orders. Attack. You take Millhouse. I have to be the one who takes it. Come on, I need the territory. Don't let the Brits get it. Okay, good. Now keep pushing south until I have all the German cores. Colony state. Colony state. Oh, which suggests that I can actually release Germany now. Also, borders got weird in Greece. That means manual management. Okay, let's release Germany as a subject. Create a coalition government in Germany. All of their core territories have been released as my Chinese Germany, which is already owned by us and will not be part of the peace conference. Which means I can get even more stuff. Coalition government of German Reich. Yes, I already said yes earlier. Alright, let's finish them off. Cancel the borders on Yugoslavia. Now we just need Italy to capitulate. I think they are the last major country here. Yeah, because Vichy France doesn't count as a major. Now I do have more war score than the UK for land combat damage. They of course occupied nothing, almost, but they did destroy some ships and some planes. Occupation score should mean much more. Right, there'll probably be a civil war in Italy in a moment, and then we can be done with this. Or will there not be a civil war? Yeah, Benito Mussolini is deposed, but we're moving so fast that we might capitulate them before the civil war happens. Is that possible? Portugal joins the Allies. Doesn't really matter to me. You take this. Yeah, there's no more northern Italy. I don't think they have enough territory for a proper civil war. They still have it. Wait, which one's my enemy? This one's my friend and puppet. Okay. And it's done! we have completed our conquest. Let's get as much territory as we can. Also, I do have an Italian puppet. Let's make sure we feed them Italian cores. And the rest we just take ourselves. Let's make sure we connect to our new German possessions. Submit demands. Contest everything. Prioritize stuff that someone else has taken. I mean, we're not going to get everything, so I guess maybe I shouldn't prioritize this. I guess I can leave African stuff alone, as well as France, maybe. Everything's mine. Mine. Okay, as much as we can take. Let's use the list now. Do I want Flanders? Not really. Netherlands, no. Bohemia, I do. I do want Hungary. You can take all the African stuff. Right, submit. And I cannot demand that much. Right, I guess I'll leave Yugoslavia alone. And Greece. I guess I can leave Greece, maybe. And Albania. We'll leave Croatia and Yugoslavia. Did we contest all this? No. Let's leave Greece and Albania. Try and take Bulgaria and Hungary. No, can't do that. Okay, I'll leave Bulgaria and take Hungary and Bohemia. Okay, don't care about Hungary and Romania that much. I care a little. Apparently not enough. This will have to do. And now they're Balkanizing the Balkans. Right, this will have to suffice. They really want Bohemia, don't they? So I'll have to let it go. Oh, come on, you're gonna put a hole in my country like this. Oh, whatever, let's forfeit this. You can have a bit, I don't care. Okay, I do care a bit. I also do want some ships. At least one from Germany and Italy. Maybe one from Norway. This should give me an ungodly amount of ships. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, this is a bit ugly. They made Belarus and Belarus. We have the Democratic Republic of Belarus and the Democratic Republic of Belarus. Only one is democratic and the other is almost communist. But this is good. Okay, I'm going to end it here. China is very powerful in the new DLC. You need to play the long game, kind of, but once we stonewalled, hey, Soviet Union, Germany, no problem. Our wonderful assault pandas did a wonderful job conquering everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I am going to be playing China more, because I still need to try other paths on this focus tree, and then I'll probably do other stuff like Japan. I enjoyed this quite a lot. Difficult early game to prepare for a Japanese attack, and then, once you're done with them, you can really go nuts. Let's unpause and see how many factories we get in the end. Germany at war again. What? I'm at war? With Spain. Spain was not in the peace conference, apparently. And Vichy France. Oh well, we can just invade them from Chinese Italy. I detest the border guard they made me do, but I could have been less greedy, I suppose. Remember, this was a sponsored video. Follow the link in the description below and use my code to get the game directly from Paradox, and I'll get a kickback. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know in the comments what you think about this particular playthrough and the DLC as a whole. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.